they can hear me. They know that I'm talking over the. Welcome. I'm MC Toon, the worst rapper in the world. And there's some audio coming through. Just a second. I am not a trained professional. So, how you doing tonight? I have a special thing tonight. I got two guests with me. We've got Robert Greenlee and Punchy. I know you a lot of you know Punchy, but Robert Greenlee is from Facebook, and he has to come in. Robert, you want to introduce yourself quick here? Wait, let me first say the Flat Earther bailed tonight. We got no Flat Earthers here right now, so Robert's not, and Punchy are not the Flat Earthers. All right, go ahead, Robert.
Okay. Many of you know me, Robert Greenlee. I'm actually down here in Colorado. Decided to join in tonight.
There you go. And we got Punchy.
And
how you doing, Punchy?
Yeah. Same thing, except replace Colorado with Manitoba, and yeah, have a good time with it.
You never would have known from your accent.
Who'd have thunk it? What are you talking about?
Factarts is Punchy, not a Flat Earther?
Yeah.
So
who'd have thunk it?
Well, so yeah, the story is the guy Alexander, or I think maybe probably just Alex Morales, was had agreed quite a while ago, 10 or 11 days ago, to come on tonight. Then the guy for last week bailed about 2 days early. So I can't really get too upset at him for that. It was early enough. And then so then we went back with Alex to today. And I said, look, I need solid confirmation that you're going to be there. And he said, yes, absolutely. And as you can tell, he's not here. He said he may have to shovel snow with his brother. He lives in Washington, D.C. So, and I'm like, you know what? Yeah, that's not cool to cancel twice. So I don't know if I'll give another chance to him because it's a risk because he's already rescheduled twice. So so I decided, well, I asked around on Facebook and elsewhere if anybody was, any Flat Earthers would step up, and they all ran as soon as I asked. They're just like, they're talking big, and then suddenly, oh, no, I can't do that. You need to first prove something to me. Like, that's not how debate goes. So, let's see. Robert Williams says, you live outside Annapolis, just got 2 inches of snow. So, is that, I don't know where Annapolis is. Is that near D.C.? I don't know. So,
Maryland, yep.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure DC's only getting 3 inches of snow. It's been warm there for a week. Snow isn't laying on the roads. Yeah. In Minnesota here, 3 inches of snow is, you're not going to work late. You need more than 3 inches. So.
Yeah. Well, I think you and I have basically the exact same climate when it comes to that.
Oh, yeah.
Like if we get a foot of snow, no, you don't not go to work. You just don't slow down unless you have to. If you get to a stop sign and you don't see any cars coming, you don't slow down. You just keep on going. Otherwise, you're not getting going again.
So, well, I don't know. We'll see. So I do have, I like to solve Rubik's Cubes, and I got this 3x3. I got this 4x4 that it's not solved yet. And then somebody's like, you should get a globe one because they made them in the 80s. So I did. Right here. I found it. Somebody had linked it to me on eBay, and it is not solved. But it is ridiculously difficult to turn. Look, it's like super hard to turn. So it's partly age, but partly it's just not well made. So I'm going to solve it slowly, and then I'm going to not mess with it. But yeah, so I got, thank you to, I think it was Dora. My goodness. Correct me if I'm wrong. I feel bad. Dora, it's NKU, and I think it's like NICU. Anyway, on Discord sent me that link, so there you go. So what we're doing today is we're celebrating that Flat Earth is dead. It's a nobody left to defend it. Everybody trots off and runs off. Mr. Unite for the Children, I'll have to go into training with wrist weights to solve that thing. It's so hard to turn. Yeah, it's not just that, but it gets a little bit out of alignment. It's hard to see these lines, right? But if it's a tiny bit out of alignment, it won't turn the other directions in, right? Where like this one here, if it's a little bit out of alignment, see that there? And then I just use this one finger, it fixes itself. Super easy. So
I was gonna say, back when I was younger, I had a Homer Simpson one. It's just like the head of Homer Simpson, and same thing. If it was slightly off, you weren't able to turn. You had to make sure it's all perfectly lined up.
You shouldn't have told me that. That's my next purchase.
It's only, if I recall correctly, it was only a 4x4, so it shouldn't be an issue for you.
You mean a 2x2? A 2x2? Because this is.
Sorry, that's what I meant. 2x2. Yeah, 2x2.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's it. That's a 4x4. Yeah.
Four per face. 2x2. Yeah.
Yes. So.
Yes. Yeah. That's what I meant.
Yep. So, well, I haven't said that yet. Said these important things yet because, of course, I'm not a trained professional. Thank you for joining my channel today. If you're new, click on the subscribe if you'd like, and even the bell thing, and thumbs up on the video, and some comments would be nice. Just say you're a cotton-headed nitty-muggins if you want. I don't mind. I've had worse.
I'm back too, even though I might block the video for a minute because my wife brought me dessert, and I want to have you guys watch me eating.
Ooh, very nice.
She brought me cheesecake.
Nice. Oh, and Punchy has he put the channel membership hammer pants, the I call it the Chalice of Metal. If you watched School of Rock, Jack Black does that, and then the tabs of high IQ. So
yeah, the more tabs, the better, guys.
The more tabs, the better. So I'll do one more thing before we get into what we were talking about today. Is what's coming up. We have next week, JM Truth has agreed to come on, and we're going to talk about his long distance measurements. His what he says definitively proves that it's flat or something like that. So then after that, at 10 o'clock Central, I just confirmed Michael Adcox with a friend, Brian Stavely. So that's them. The week after, on the 20th, it's a Monday, I will be on Modern Day Debates, and I challenged Killer Whale, and so we'll see if he accepts. And then I created a calendar, so I will post it here. Then one more. Oh, it's a good one because it's gonna make somebody really upset. You look at that one there, you'll see on there it is, the 28th, Red Pill Philosophy confirmed that. He'll be on my channel, and maybe I'll be on his. We'll dual stream or something, but there it is. So I put the link to my upcoming events, my calendar. So that is what, oh my goodness, somebody posted the link to the Rubik's Cube on eBay. Hold on a second, people. All right, no, I gotta focus.
$16.
All right. In March, we're going to do an equinox sun angle measurement like we did in January. We'd like to get more people from farther extremes. So if anybody's from South Africa or southern Australia, or Puerto Williams, Chile, or down at the southern tip, like at the 53, 54 degrees south, would be super awesome. Even if there's somebody in Antarctica, because people actually go there, to do it on the equinox, that would be cool. We've got Tommy Gronvald, and he's in Norway, and he has a friend north of the Arctic Circle. So we're going to have, if we can, we're going to get the whole stretch there all the way north and south to measure the angle to the sun and see if it matches timeandday.com and suncalc.net or org or whatever it is. And if it does, of course, then we know it does. But then we've done our own verification. We're not just trusting. And then we can use that to plot out where the sun is. Because, but they'll reject it. Yeah, Wilfie 6020 is in the southern hemisphere. So, all right, there we go. we've got
Actually,
here.
I was going to say...
Yes.
While we're on the topic of Norway still, since you and I are at 45 and 50 degrees north, does it not bug you that we get way colder weather than people in Norway with an average latitude of 60 degrees?
And
it's not fair. It's not fair.
It's the proximity to the water. Like,
I know,
England is norther than Minnesota, but they don't get what we get.
Yeah, well, I was checking the forecast for next week, and we're supposed to get a low of minus 33 on Wednesday.
I don't want to hear it. I try to not talk about the weather. I'm not old enough yet. So, we are celebrating the death of Flat Earth, and so what better way to do that than to go over the channels that died this year, in the last year. So, we have... on the equinox, this is I'm gonna say that one last. I'm gonna start with Seek Truth, Speak Truth. Used to be a flat earther and is now not anymore, and he is calling out Dell. Did you see what he did to Dell? He just laid it out, and poor Dell. I got a video of Dell. We're gonna go over later. Challenged him to a debate, and no doubt Dell will not accept. He's scarified. So, and what a nice guy. Speak Truth. Seek Truth, Speak Truth is. I hope to get him on here sometime. But the time zones are a little inconvenient. So that's number one. Number two. And that's really good news, right? Of course. Number two for that guy. That guy was earlier in the year. He challenged me, or I challenged him, or we agreed that if I could show a compass working on a ball with a magnet inside, like it does on the Earth, then he would delete all his video. No, I asked him to just record a video, and he said he would record a video, delete all his videos, and then record a video saying flat Earth is dumb and whatever else I asked him to read. So I did that, and then he didn't do it. So he did delete all his videos. I appreciate that guy. You still have your video to record for me. It's on mctoon.net/thatguy. So anybody familiar with In Rem?
Oh, yes.
And Robert, I don't know if you know In Rem. Probably for the best.
Yeah.
I have one of his videos, but he hasn't done one in 6 months, so I will take In Rem to be gone, which is more good news. But the big one that a lot of people didn't watch is Flat Earth Paradise, and he had a year ago he had 60,000 subs. I haven't looked. I don't know how much he had, but he thought that if enough people spill their blood on paper and say some nonsense, that they can magically enter into the North Pole hole and enter heaven or Hyperborea. But you do need the guy who has the Sword of Destiny, which would be the sword that pierced Jesus's side. There's a guy, Quasi-Luminous or Mark Braun. He says he has it. And so they're going to go to the North Pole and enter. Last year, they didn't do it. So they do this thing, and they call it blood over intent. It's kind of a culty thing. And so you kind of know these guys. They like to say things like blood thick. And so Flat Earth Paradise, he went a little bit different from Mark Braun and said that everybody that did that was going to be magically teleported there. He really thought that so much that he deleted his channel, and then nobody went there. So I have a video that's on my page. That's the post, like the tag video, whatever. That's at the top if you go to my page. That's the one I did a year ago on Flat Earth Paradise. I said, if you don't go to the North Pole in 2019, then I'm going to make a video mocking you for that. So I owe you that. I'll be doing that. So any other, do you know of any Flat Earth channels that went away, or?
Well, I'm like wondering if we want to add JM Truth on there, because it's now been over a month since he's posted anything. he's obviously deleted, and he'll talk about this more, but I mean, he's pretty much gone dark, even though Shelley is still sending out materials like crazy. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, if he finally realizes that maybe it's needs to have another direction.
I kind of doubt it.
Me too, but I don't know. He's gone awfully quiet. It's unusual for him to keep his mouth shut this long.
Yeah, that's true. And his Facebook page is gone. I don't know. And I asked him in an email when he emailed me back saying, yeah, he agreed to come on the 14th. I asked him then as a reply, I said, what happened to your channel? But he hasn't replied to that yet. So yeah. Punchy, do you know anybody in the live chat? Do you know of any that we missed? Any?
Yeah, I knew about that guy because that was a more recent one. I didn't think so. So within RAM, so are you saying his channel is still up? He's just not making any new content.
There's no new content in there, so
okay.
It's hard to tell.
Honestly,
I mean, if you just don't come back, it'll just sit there, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say because I don't follow them too much. I leave that to you guys, and I just reap the benefits of your hard work.
Yes.
Yeah, I thought there's another one I posted recently where the guy basically disavowed flat Earth, and also I'll see if I can find it while you're talking about other stuff.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Ben D in the chat just said Patricia Steer, but I heard she was coming back or had come back, but for a different reason.
She's back, but not as a flat Earth channel. So I'll add that to the list. Though she went for a very horrible reason.
Yeah, that's true.
She much respect for Patricia, but and much despise for the people that did what they did to her, especially Antonio Subrats, who is a disgusting pig.
Yes.
So I wonder. It occurred to me that guy deleted his channel very soon, very close to the same time as Flat Earth Paradise. I wonder if that guy is a blood over intent guy, because do you ever notice how that guy really went on about magnetism, like the Earth's magnetic field? That's one of the big deals that Quasi-Luminous is always talking about. So it made me think maybe he's one of them. I didn't see any of those. They tend to have a video on their channel, like Flat Out Hero does. It's like his first video.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so, by the way, if I found it, this guy is YouTube channel is Seek Truth, Speak Truth.
Yeah, that was the first one we talked about.
Okay, sorry,
yeah, he
didn't just finish it out. He actually converted back to being normal.
Yeah.
Yep. He's a normal now, and a nice guy. I really like him. So
yeah.
So some flat earthers, I don't want you to switch. You can stay. You're. There's a lot of horrible, terrible people.
Nathan Oakley, Sewer Rats, just name a few. Thompson, yeah.
Yippee.
Ooh, somebody's. So Nils says, invite Southern Hemisphere Globehead to the experiment. Very cool. She's from India, a newcomer, and probably needs some subs as well. So I'll check that out quick. Continue what you were saying if I didn't interrupt you too much.
That's right.
No,
I think we were just talking about flat earthers. We were just talking about flat earthers that we don't want to become normal people. We don't want them. They can stay in their stupid little fantasies, and they can go harass school children and well, I shouldn't say they can. I'm saying we just don't want that.
Yeah, I think Nathan Thompson's going to be for good when he's in prison for a few years.
Oh yeah. Could you imagine Nathan Thompson in prison just telling other inmates about the flat Earth?
He'd get beat up so much.
Oh, yeah.
He'd be very popular, but only at night.
Oh yeah, no, he would be passed around like currency as far as I'm concerned.
Hey, keep it real, man. All right, I found this video. Yeah,
he'd be showing off his muscles until telling him how cute he is.
I saw Deliverance. Oh, you know what I love? I love when they call us agents. Like, as if. Oh, hold on. There, as if like somehow the government is paying people to do this or something like.
Yeah, somebody made me a NASA agent card with my name on it once. I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah. Well, I have, and I like it so much. I think it's so funny that I invented an agency. And you can buy the shirts if you want. I have one. And a mug I have.
Is that an Atari shirt you're wearing there too?
It is. Yes. I was asked once by a friend of my kid, a high school. She asked, "What does Atari stand for?" I'm like, oh, sorry. And have you ever seen people that have the old Nintendo controller?
Oh yeah.
Right,
yeah.
And then they say they're classically trained because of it. Right, that's cool. I was trained on an older controller than that.
Yeah, I go way back to the God. I'm make myself sound old here, but the original Pong.
Pong? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I remember that as a kid.
Yep. So, yeah. All right. And then so on Facebook is there's a lot of flatties there, and so there's a new group that I was member number 16. I found out because I got a badge from Facebook saying that I was number 16 in the group, and there's almost 1,000 in there. And it's a group called "Do You Even Science, Bro?" which suggests that they care about science. But they don't, because they're flat earthers. So if you actually bring up anything scientific, they just shoot it down and poo-poo it as if it's craziness. And then they demand that you have to have done the experiment. And of course, you know what they're going to do if you do an experiment. They're going to claim it's crap anyway, so it doesn't really matter. B-Ball for Life said he was called an agent earlier today. How many agents are there? That's a big budget, right? They have the NASA budget. Where's the agent budget coming from? So, anyway, so this guy, the guy in the group was Tony Leva. Remember, Robert? What was?
Tony yeah. So, Simon's got a whole bunch of different aliases.
Yeah, he uses sock accounts and
kid accounts. Really, he was pissed off because somebody reported his primary Simon account again, and it got another Zuck, so he went back to his alts.
Let's see.
Yeah, I'll put it up here. Yeah, so Mario, Tony Leba. I mean, you go look at the group and just look at the list of administrators. Let's see here.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Mario, Tony Leba. Tony's in quotes, and so somebody looked up the name and found a convicted and jailed pedophile with that name and including the Tony in quotes.
Yeah.
It wasn't him. The guy was convicted in 1989, but it was great to post the article. He's like, "How do you know my name's Mario? When did I say that?" Well, that is your Facebook account name. Anyway,
look at Simon Davis. He's got Mario, Tony Leva, Antonio Mario Leva,
yeah.
Simon Ramos.
Yeah.
Of course, you look at the who's list of idiocy. I mean, Kitty Straya, Brendan Guest, Jay Rovetta. It's just Samuel Moore. It's like, can you get any worse than that?
These are the Facebook flatties that the YouTube people don't know them. That's a whole different world. So.
Yeah. And the fact that they wanted to add Dwayne Chipman, that's what they were discussing yesterday. Is they're trying to, should we make Wayne a moderator? It's like, if any of you saw Craig's debate with him last night.
Well, he kept on going back to the 800 mile an hour wind. And it's like, can we stop saying 800 mile an hour wind? Like,
I know.
He wants to deny relative motion.
But on the bright side, I got Flurf bingo last night.
You did?
So I did. That was fun.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Did you post it somewhere? You got to post it in. You know what? We should have in Discord. I'll create a bingo.
There you go.
Area so you can post your bingo cards when you win.
Nice. Yeah, I just put bingo in the side chat. And I think me and actually quit asking me to change my name, Team Skeptic. I think we were using the same bingo sheet because once he brought up flat water, we're just both like bingo.
Oh, and we got Gary Webenga. You're so cute in here. The same old stuff. Horizons are just optical limits over a flat surface. So silly.
Yeah.
The angular size of surface and spaces between them are too... Where'd it go? Hold on a second.
Too narrow to differentiate.
Oh, Mark timed him out. Hold on a second,
Oh.
Mark. I was reading. Yeah, he's not being mean. Let him stay.
Yeah.
Spaces between... hold on, that's what cute. I'll read it word for word. Horizons are just optical limits over a flat surface where the angle over the surface and the angular size of surface and spaces between them are too narrow to differentiate. No. That would be just the edge of what's next to the water. That wouldn't make this part of it disappear. Just this part is what gets mucked up because of angular resolution. This part, which eventually gets obscured as it goes farther away or you move down, that also gets hidden. And then this gets hidden. And then this gets hidden. Why? When it's that big? It doesn't make sense. Get back to school there, Gary. Right? I think Gary's just trolling. I don't think he's serious. So...
Who knows? Either way, it's entertaining.
It is. It is. So let's see. I have... Oh, all right. So I have a couple things to review here. Let me see. Here. So we were talking about In Rem before, and this is his most recent video. And apparently either he did it so well that there's nothing left to say, or I don't know what happened. Well, you make your own decision on what might have happened to his brain.
Okay. Let's see if I can find this up here.
It's a little
There's
slow.
the moon.
Okay.
Right
I might be a little behind because I'm just watching it from the YouTube
full zoom.
streams. I can't see it on the meet
This
stream.
camera.
Yep.
So he's seeing the moon, and it's angled up at an angle, like up, right? Where's the sun? You can't find the sun.
Does look like he's outside his low-rent hotel there,
If
though.
it was reflecting the
yeah.
sun's light, you'd see the whole moon right now because the sun is right over there.
If the Earth were flat, that might be. Did you not hear what he was saying? Did that not come through?
No, we couldn't hear the audio.
No, I know
No.
you guys can't, but
Yeah,
live
okay.
stream, could you hear the audio? Because you should have. You hear kids in the background yelling. No, all right, no audio. Darn it. Tell ya. One of these times I'll get it right the first time.
So what were they saying?
So he oh, hold on. He was saying, and yeah, I'll give an overview of what he was saying. He's saying the moon over at this one part. Oh, you did hear the beginning then. Okay. The moon was, I know why. I know what I did to the audio. Okay. The moon was illuminated, the top part of it, and the bottom was not illuminated, right? And then he looked over that way, and the sun was over there, except he didn't do this with his camera, right? He did this sideways, thinking that's what it's supposed to be or something like that. He can't think in 3 dimensions. And so that's what he thought. He's like, well, it's not illuminated right. So let me see his voice is Super.
Some of you don't get it.
Somebody doesn't get it.
Some of you are just...
Well, the funny thing is, I've seen that claim a lot. Like, look at this at the moon. That's what that guy was doing when Blue Marble Science made that video, where he just showed the angles and measured it all out, and just gave like a little model of it. And that was right before he shut his channel down. I was gonna say too, with the whole with the moon's with the Terminator on the moon there, Vsauce actually made a video about that, kind of explaining why it appears a little bit different as well, just because we don't have proper like reference points to look at and kind of give ourselves that, I guess, just the cues we need to think of it that way. But it was a good video.
Yeah, and you can test it yourself, actually. And Gary Wybenga's got a problem with this, too. He doesn't understand. What you do is you just get a string. You put it up above your head, and you align it so that the string from your camera, you have it next to the moon on one point, so that the string, the part of the sun that's pointing, part of the moon that's pointing towards the sun is lined up in line with the string, right? And the other part of it, then you line up with the sun. And when you pan across it, you find out that the moon light, the lit part of the moon is pointing towards the sun. But because you're panning sideways when he was doing this, you missed it. So
yeah.
I see Planar Walk has shown up in the chat. Welcome, Planar Walk. Glad to have you.
Ahoy, hoy.
So, all right, let's listen to the rest of InRem.
But reality speaks for
Oh, can you put subtitles on or no?
I can.
And you can't tell.
It'll make a difference, honestly.
But you do miss the wonderful inflection in his voice. So, all right, let's go through the the rest of it here.
Speaks for itself. And you can't tell me that light source that's illuminating that moon right there is coming from up there. If it's reflecting off the sun's over there. It's not up there, where the characteristics of the light gathering would dictate by the laws of nature that it would have to be up there somewhere and not directly on the other side of it, or you'd be seeing a full lit moon by the reflection of the sun being directly opposite in the sky of it. That's a plain and observable fact. You can deny reality all that you want, but it doesn't change reality. I'm done. See you later.
He's done. He is done, apparently. So
You could ask him to share some of what he's smoking.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, and
a lot.
So good. And you said that was in REM?
In REM, yeah. So that was the final video on his channel.
I was gonna say it's funny because just that the way that the subtitles were, they were coming out at the exact same pace as the way that he speaks. It was like, and here's the sun. And like, I know maybe we shouldn't laugh at that, but it was perfect. Like, I was just excited. I know the way that he speaks, so I was just able to line it up perfectly with each subtitle. I'm just kind of getting a little kick out of that.
Yeah, that's a good last words to a YouTube channel. And Gary Wybenga, who doesn't understand three-dimensional space either, says the lit part's only the same side as the sun. The string test is perpendicular from the lit part. The moon never lines up with the sun. Show us that video. I don't think you did that. But Bobby Shafto did that, and it looks a great video. Bobby Shafto is fantastically pedantic about how he sets up his experiments. So maybe we'll see a video link from Gary where he did it, but I don't think so. And we've got.
Or even how about something as.
No, go ahead.
Okay, or just how about something as simple as getting like a styrofoam ball and sticking it to a pencil and holding it up in the air and seeing the same thing.
Yeah, well, but it's where it's pointing is the key, because if you're looking at one horizon, and the moon is, the unlit side is kind of down, and you're like, oh, the lit side is here, but then you look this way, you pan left to right, you say, but it should be on that side, right, instead of this side, right? But it's because you're not thinking in three-dimensional. You need to put a string above you, and then you can see where it's pointing. So why is planar walk? Somebody's who dropped off now? Yes, Alex Morales did not show up. So that's what happened. Look at a portrait lighting cheat sheet and compare the lit portion of the human head to the moon based on the angle of light to the camera and the light source, says Robert Williams. So Gary says, I'm correct, it never lines up. Show it, Gary. Just saying it, dude. So yeah, Planar Walk in REM hasn't done a video for 6 months, so good for him. Now I have another, I think it sounds like this is an ex-flat earther coming right now. So, and for some reason, which you'll figure out pretty quickly, there are no subtitles. So you two are going to be out of luck hearing this, but I think it's worth it. It's a minute 58 seconds. So let's transition here. There he is. The title of this video is Conspiracy Cats, Please Help.
Oh, this one. Yeah, this is one.
So he sits there silently for a long time. I think he's...
Hi there, this is a cry for help, please. I'm requesting Conspiracy Cats, can you please interview me in person? I hear you're saving people from their own senses and ability to reason with their reality. I want to get back to believing in the globe concept, and I want to tell my story. I think it would be a huge benefit to all involved. I'll look forward to it, and thanks in advance. You know, I'm hearing so much about the good saviour work that you're doing with people out here in the real world. You know, obviously offering them up measurable, accountability for the claims and practical demonstrations. And I'm so bewildered and confused. I have fell so down the rabbit hole that, I want to abandon my own sensibilities, my own ability to reason. And I would quite gladly travel to meet you in person so that we could have that interview. I think everybody has to hear my story, and I hear you're the saviour of people from their own stupidity. So I really, really look forward to it. I hear you're going about and interviewing other people and saving them from the rabbit hole of YouTubes and globe denial, and this is a cry for help. So if you have any compassion and you have, the strength to help a man like myself, I would absolutely love for you to do so. As I say, I will come to you anywhere you would like. You can bring whoever you like, and I will be there. I just want this all to go away. I want to get back to believing in the concept that I believed in before, and put all this to bed. So thank you very much. I look forward to it.
There you go. So I'm sorry if that wasn't actually in English. There are no subtitles for whatever language that was. So Dell, yeah, we know he's being sarcastic. He's terrible at sarcasm. So there you go, Dell. What do you think of that? Gary Wybenga keeps going up with the string test. He doesn't have it. He's making claims. He's never done it himself, though, it seems. So what do you think? I don't know if there's anything like it's he's not that funny. Right. So I got this next one is I got this one. I went to YouTube and I searched for flat earth and things showed up. They're not suppressing them well enough. Apparently. So this one will be pretty fun. Because it's nonsense. They all are, but they think that that showing a flat earth map, there's no audio to this, I muted it. Somehow showing a flat map is proof. of that it's flat somehow. So here you go. And this, I think, is in German. Doesn't matter because this is just music. So it's a map from 1587. And they like this one a lot because there's this landmass in the middle. They say it was removed. Well, it was removed because there's no land there. They thought maybe there was land there. Ooh. The smoke from Australia is now visible in Chile and Argentina.
Oh wow.
That is sad.
Yeah, those fires are getting really big down there.
Oh, yeah, I saw a satellite picture of Australia of the fires at nighttime. Oh, so much on fire there. So
Really had to check that out.
So yeah, so this map, any AE style map is obviously incorrect because nothing works on it. So it's another AE style here, and then they like this one for some reason. Ooh, let me go back here. Wrong way. This one, the world divided. It's there's a couple other ones like this. It's basically an AE map. Again, but it's for some reason they think coming from a different source gives them more something. But there's another one coming up that has it split into 4 sections, and this one isn't on for very long. You'll notice this flat Earth proof has Antarctica on it. They forgot. They missed that.
So wait, on this map, is Antarctica on like the other side of the flat Earth, or?
Yes, it's on the bottom. I guess.
Oh yeah, 'cause that's the south side, right? Doy, how do we not think of that?
So, and then if you look in the bottom right, okay, my hold on, I gotta fix that because my my little thing is in the way. Here's what I'll do. I'll make it really big. There you go. Look in the bottom right there. You see that? It's like this this flower thing. That's the more accurately sized sections, and you notice how they get wide and then they shrink down. That's because the southern hemisphere comes to a point. Those...
Yeah. Like if you were to fold them over a sphere, they would almost come together.
Yeah.
With no distortion.
Kind of like how this was made, I guess. So.
Funny that.
Yeah. So, well, all right, I got to fix that now. Now it's all wrong. Hold on.
Could ask me to change my name, Team Civic. There's a second flat Earth in the southeast corner that holds Antarctica. Flat Earth proved.
That's awesome. So, all right, this one is terrible. This has like Africa and Europe are pretty good, but South America is just a blob. North America is worse. It's all wrong, and it includes Antarctica again.
Like, have they never seen what North America looks like? It looks nothing like that. Also, what's the one on the left? Is that like all the missing land that they aren't telling us about or something?
It looks like somebody was eating Cheetos and sneezed. So Robert, are any of these maps good for navigation on a plane?
Sorry, I mute myself. Yeah, not a single one.
No, nothing yet. Nothing.
No, still waiting for one that actually you think it's close to matching reality. But
yeah, I don't know. They're like lining up stuff like in a conspiracy movie or something.
Yeah, everything strings or ties together as strings.
Ooh,
you know,
the lizard people. And then this
brings
one
up I guess, debate, if you want to call it that. I have with Nathan Thompson years ago, or actually was presenting the real world maps from a flight planning application. He said, you can't prove it's real. Like, dude, this is real world. This is what the pilots actually use. Well, you can't prove it's real. Okay, then airplanes are crashing all over the place, but it's not real. Okay, dude.
Yeah. Either planes use them or they don't.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, there's no such thing as fake pilot maps.
Yeah, if there were navigation, it wouldn't be such a successful industry.
Yeah.
No, we'd be losing airplanes in the ocean constantly.
And people's lives, and a bunch of things that people just generally don't like when they think about traveling.
Let's be honest.
Choosing vehicles.
The airliners don't want to lose airplanes and credibility.
Yep.
And fuel. And precious fuel.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, yeah.
But airplanes don't burn fuel, remember?
Oh, yeah. They don't want to lose those compressors.
I saw somebody say, somebody yesterday was saying it was wind turbines. That, like, okay, but what turns the wind turbine? You need to research that. No, you're making the claim. So, like, 0 point energy. No, that's just words.
I love that. Well, it's like when you get the people too that say the space shuttle. If you look at the fuel tank, they said it's just filled with helium.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
Like what?
Well, yeah, that was the best one recently. When they're talking about the big orange tank was just a blimp. Didn't actually contain anything.
A big blimp that was more rigid than a zeppelin.
Yeah.
But somehow, yeah.
You can't break physics, right? How are you going to make something that heavy float with helium? The ratio of heaviness to helium is off. Yeah. Maybe it's helium-3. I don't know. This is back to the quasi-luminous stuff, because they think that there's land up at the North Pole and that Mount Meru is there. And so when they look at this map, they say this is the truth. And why did they remove it? They removed it because people went there and found just ice. So that's why they corrected an error.
Yes. To them, so rather than admit,
to them it's a hidden truth to correct an error.
Yeah. Well, they probably put the ice there to cover the paradise or whatever the heck it was that has been lost since.
Oh, this is a good one. This map isn't anything.
What the heck?
I don't know. It looks like it's in Latin. It looks like it says Ptolemy. Machina ex hypothesia. I don't know. There's no land masses on it though. It's clouds and stuff.
Okay, I can't quite make out the shapes just on the.
Yeah,
on the
there
YouTube
wasn't really much
page.
to make out. And this one again, this one, like land goes off the edge. This doesn't match the other ones. You got to have a match. How many different maps have that are all correct?
Oh, you know what? No, this is a Pac-Man map. Once you hit the top left there, you just come right back out the bottom right.
This one is good. You don't see it well. It's on the bottom right is actually the legend. And you can that is a good one. The reason why it's so good, I will see if I can make it bigger here. And then the guy puts stuff over it, so you can't really see it, but you can see at the top of that legend, it's a narrow line, and then that lines actually get larger and larger. And what that is that's the legend, the correct legend for this map, for the lines of longitude. At the equator, it's 69 miles between each line of longitude, and north and south it's shorter than 69 miles. And this legend is then saying that this line at 60 degrees south, this length represents 69 miles, Where at the equator, this is 69 miles, and then on this map, north, 69 miles is really narrow like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw one of those. I took a picture of it when I was in Texas, and I don't have it handy, or I'd pull it up. I zoomed in on the legend because it was, I don't know, it might have been this same map. So, all right, I got to rearrange this again. There we go. All right. This one also has, oh, there it is. That has the legend on the right side. You can't really see it, but it doesn't matter. And then it has the different hemispheres on the top left and right. They forgot to, take that one out.
Oh, no. See, that's the Mickey Mouse Earth right there.
Oh, yes, the ears. Oh, where'd it go? Get over here. All right, well, sorry. Lost it. That's okay.
No, I'll never find it again.
There's Maru. See that? Eden Maru. Somebody put that on because that's where the Hyperborea is.
So wait, Canada lies just by what they would call the southern pole?
I don't know.
I know, we're not on the same page here because I can only look at the YouTube video, so it might be a couple seconds.
And at the end of the video, it kind of...
Yeah, so Mike, there's actually found a Metabunk page where they kind of focus in on the air map of the world, and they super zoom in on that corner piece.
Oh yeah,
I'll send it to you real fast and see if you want to bring it up. But it really shows the detail of what you were talking about.
Yeah, and if Gleason had done that, right, then it wouldn't have been. There'd be no question about it. Right?
Yeah, scroll back towards the bottom of that page, and it shows the super zoomed in version of that scale.
Yeah, this is the very same thing. Earth is flat. It's a flat map. Earth, yeah, but that map isn't useful. Use that map to tell me how wide Australia is.
Yeah, so they're just debunking it. So if you scroll down, go all the way to the bottom, you'll see that corner section zoomed.
There it is. Oh, that is awesome. So it is saying 50 statute miles there, and at the equator, you can see right across there at equator 500 statute miles, and then that curve is showing how you use it on the map. So, yep, Gary Wybenga is still going on. He's so silly.
Yeah. He's gonna sleep well tonight.
He is good. He's a good boy. I'm kidding. He's not. So let's see. I just realized we do have a good view of Batman's crotch there. Let me rearrange that a little. There we go. Oh, that's not what I really wanted.
You're not gonna bring it up, are you?
Batman's crotch? No, it's going down. Hold on. Locking it back in place. There it is. No more Batman's crotch. So, all right. Yeah, that's a nice. I'll bring that up again. That's a really nice thing to show, because that type of legend would work on the Gleason map as well. Any AE map. I think AWAT got excited. He was liking that.
I just saw that.
So, yep. And then, so I have one more video from a guy that says that he's a pastor and how difficult it is to be a flat earth pastor. So, what did you say, Mark? No, hey, man, nobody is judging or kink shaming. Oh, yeah, not kink shaming. It's AWAT. You be AWAT. So, oh, gosh. So, there's a lot of goofiness on this guy's channel, and every video is a minute long. And look at that hat. Oh my goodness.
That's quite the hat.
He's a silly guy. Let's see, I'm gonna get a little more, since he did vertical video. Like, why would you do vertical video?
Hey, you gave me guff for doing vertical video once.
Yeah, why would you do vertical video?
Here,
I was at a concert. It's easier to hold.
You know what I think would be nice would be to have, even when you hold it vertically, to have it, the camera know, because gravity pulls down on it, and then have it orient the camera sideways. That'd be good. So, all right.
That's a million bajillion dollar idea right there.
It is. It's yours for free, Apple. All right. So he has a lab coat. Looks like he has a compass, a little cheapy one, not like my metal compass here. What do you think of that, 33UC? My compass there. Oh, hold on, 33UC. I got this for you. I got this for you. I got this for you. Stuff like that for you, 33. Super secret hand signs. All right, so here we go. The moon's gravitational pull is 1/6 of the Earth's.
So last night, because I thought, well, maybe
here we go.
Brad Pitt's has been replaced by a clone, I look up at Astra, to study his face or whatever.
Here we go.
Brad Pitt's has been
replaced by
Ruth,
a clone.
I look up at Astra,
So
to
somebody's
study his face.
Here we go.
Brad Pitt's has been replaced.
Is that Punchy or I think that's you, Punchy.
No, I got my headphones in.
Yeah, forgot to mute before I unmuted the
right,
YouTube. So
I'll start from the beginning again. It's a minute long. We'll go through the whole thing.
So last night, because I thought, well, maybe Brad Pitt's has been replaced by a clone, I look up at Astra, to study his face or whatever, starring Brad Pitt and Ruth. Ruth, you can't say her last name. Shh. Anyway, so what got me, because I watched some scenes, especially through this guy. His channel is something about movies and astrophysics. He combines them together. And but when he got to the dune buggies on the moon and the chasing is all, like, he goes, yeah, that was fine. No, that was not fine. We've discovered a long time ago, 4 years ago, almost 5 years ago, that the gravitational pull on the dust coming up underneath the tires, on the dune buggies on the moon, don't go up high enough. The gravitational pull is 1/6.
And that's it. That's the dust doesn't go up high enough because the gravitational pull is 1/6. I don't know. His hat. He has a little film reel on his hat. That's what it is.
I noticed that.
He has goof. I think he's honestly a flat earther. But he is so, like, is he serious? You can't tell. Oh. So yeah, he said Brad Pitt's been replaced, I think. Also.
Yeah, I kind of saw a bit. The subtitles were a bit. But
yeah.
He was talking about Brad Pitt, and he was watching, and he had to look at the Astra. Is this the face or something?
Yeah, so Astra, you can't say her last name. Cynthia Vicious says, does he mean Brad Pitt's? I don't know. It looked like a cheap garden wire dispenser. Oh yeah, like from it looks like the thing that holds the weed whacker line. So I don't know. Anyway, that guy is goofy. I'll put his he has 0 thumbs up, and on that video. 0 thumbs down and 5 views. So go say hi. He's funny. So I don't know. That's what I had. We had. You guys got anything else? Anybody have any videos to you'd like to submit? Oh, so I did ask earlier to see if somebody had anything to send it on Discord. Didn't. Nope, nothing there. So I think that guy's goofy. So it's too bad that second week in a row Alex dipped from the show, but yeah, sorry Alex, you kind of had your chance. So, and we did have Lemonbird in here for a while, and then the Plain Truth, they took off too. So,
but I do see Gary Weinbanga still just
he's relentless.
Just ratting away. Yeah, I'll give him that.
Dan it. Thanks for admitting the moon and sun don't line up with the string test. Tell MC Toon. Yeah. Ooh. I should play a Gail Cord Schuler video. Oh. You find that there. Quit asking me to change my name, Team Skeptic. You find one and send it to me. Are you on Discord? Send it to me on Discord. So Gary Wabenga, it's not our fault you can't interpret what you see correctly. And Green Bowling keeps trying to talk. He loves to say that he beat us.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's his favorite thing. Like, Green Bullion, if you're listening, if you just come on and start being a little bit respectful, you won't get timed out every single time you make a comment. Yeah, just saying.
Yeah. And also, you can come on. There is an invitation for you to come on, but you have requirements. Let's see if I have it there. Yeah, here it is. Now, Green Bullion also goes by 33UC. And he also goes by Green Bullion. What's your name on YouTube, on Facebook? It's Tom something, right? You have a clown thing going there. So
I'll be right back.
All right. So I'll pull up the requirements for 33UC as soon as you want, man. You can come on. You just have to have your face on the screen. We each have 2 points, and one must be evidence in favor of our Earth shape, not just it ain't a sphere. And then both of us will send our topics to Anti-Flatter, the New Zealander, to verify he's on topic. And we don't know. I don't know yours. You don't know mine. And topics other than Earth shape are off limits, and that's why you got kicked off, because you keep talking about other stuff. Like, I'm not going to do it. I'm not interested in your thinking that that I'm a Freemason because I have a jar. Or because I have 33 kids, 11 sets of triplets, or because I have where did my oh, there it is. Because I have this, right there. Look at that. That's a nice one. All right. And you can't reuse a topic you've already used. Neither can I. And then the important one, number 6, you have to join the Pen 15 Club by writing Pen 15, pen, and then 15 on your left hand using red or black Sharpie, not blue. And you can do it on your forehead if you want. That's rule number 6. There will be 33 rules. You have to agree to these first 6 and we'll write the rest. That's your requirement, 33. It's easy. I don't know why. Just accept those and we'll move on. So, okay. Quit asking me to change my name. Oh my goodness. It's a chemtrail video. That's going to be wonderful. All right, hold on.
I believe these are the.
Okay, it's only 2 minutes long. Wait a second. I think I've seen this one. Oh, this is good. All right.
See these chemtrails? I believe these are the work of Melania Trump.
Okay, which one's this?
Plus, my abdomen is really
This is Gail Cord Schuler, who just said that she thinks that hold on a second. Arvet says rule number 7 for 33UC: don't talk about Fight Club. No, seriously, it's a flat Earth debate. The movie's got nothing to do with it. Thank you. I will add that. That is item number 7. Oh, come on, mouse.
Mark Beiser, Vinegar Lady. I love that video.
I don't. Yeah. So now I think this is not Vinegar Lady. So all right, I gotta hold on, chat. I need to copy this. Copied. All right. My mouse is a little acting up right now. So all right, here we go. We're gonna. So so she says the chemtrails are the work of Melania Trump, plus Gail's abdomen is really bloated.
This is the work of Melania Trump, folks. She's our president, not Donald. She lords it over Donald. If he doesn't do what she wants, she rapes him, man. This is the work of Melania Trump. Yep, this is the work of Melania Trump. She's got a lot of chemtrails out this morning. Lots and lots of chemtrails.
Why is it Melania?
That's a lot of chemtrails. You know why Donald Trump has been so pro-military industrial complex? It's because the person in charge of the military is Melania Trump. Look at her chemtrails. Look at those chemtrails, man. This is U.S. President Melania Trump's chemtrails.
Look at her chemtrails. Look at those chemtrails, man. This is U.S. President Melania Trump.
U.S. President Melania Trump's chemtrails. Look at that chemtrail. See how big that is? That's not a contrail, folks. That is a chemtrail filled with probably deadly yeast and deadly chemicals. This has been going on for
deadly yeast and deadly chemicals.
a long time, but it's really, really bad today. This is probably Melania's
There's like one in the sky. It's really, really bad today.
Response reaction to the video I made last night entitled Tulsi Gabbard Goes to Heaven. President
she thinks that because Gail did a video on Melania Trump that Melania now is doing chemtrails as a response to the video. Oh, that's good.
Melania Trump goes to hell. Yep, that's where you're going. You think Jesus likes it that you make everybody sick and you put yeast in everybody's brains using these bombs so you can control their brains? She's probably doing that to ensure that she can get reelected. Hey folks, you're not voting for Donald Trump. You're voting for his wife Melania. I'm just letting you know that. Tulsi Gabbard is the one who should be president.
Oh my goodness. That's a lot. Why does she think Melania?
I don't know. Why do half of them think the things they think?
I'm gonna have to watch her stuff. That's crazy. That's crazy good. Yeah. So Gail's belly her abdomen is bloated because of yeast in the sky. Green bullion. I'm willing to come on, man. This idiot won't let me. The requirements are ridiculous. Let's make it happen. You need me on this channel. Your views are suffering, man. 1,000 viewers are so weak, man. Well, I don't have a debate. I mean, this is just fun to celebrate the end of Flat Earth.
So wait, sorry. When I was gone, did you show the requirements?
I did, yes.
Yeah. In the side chat, anyone, do you think they're ridiculous, or do you think they're totally fair for someone like Green Bullion?
That's a good question.
I think they're completely fair, honestly.
Yeah. You know, and the first 5 are serious. But you know, I'd love to see him join the Pen 15 Club. Mandel
Wait
says
a
totes
second.
fair.
Wait a second, though.
What?
I thought you wanted a family-friendly channel.
Yeah, probably not a good idea to put him on camera then.
Yeah.
So, Synaptic says that what's her name, Gail Cord, whatever, was married to Brent Spiner, also known as Data, in her fantasy world. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch her stuff. That sounds like a good comedy. So, Tommy, what, the end of Flat Earth? But what are we gonna do after this? Vacuum the house or something? How boring.
Well, come to think of it, I do need to get around to that. It's funny because whenever I don't have like internet or anything, like if I move or something for those couple of days, it's amazing how productive I am when I'm not just sitting at my computer just looking at videos on YouTube or something.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Now I could do the responsible thing and take responsibility for my actions. I'm just gonna blame all you.
Oh, it's my fault now.
Yeah, it is. I'm sorry.
So, well, that is a quality video of all the. Your video is better than mine, I gotta say, than the one I chose. So, oh, she thinks she's married to a lot of celebrities, and that Chinese keep stealing her husband's Pen 15s.
What? Okay.
Oh, she might be better than D-Boots the Diva. Oh my.
Okay, that's
yeah.
That's like on a South Park right there or something. That's like
Robert Williams. Wait, did that crazy chemtrail lady think that she was married to Brent Spiner? Yeah. Yes. Yeah, Gary can't even believe it, right? He's silent.
Yeah, and if Gary thinks something is crazy, you know it's cray-cray.
Absolutely. That was, yep. She had mind intercourse with Jesus also. So yes, check her out. Also wrote a new updated Bible because Jesus talks to her.
Wait, is mind intercourse like you remember the movie Demolition Man?
Yeah.
So they have the helmets on. Is that like what mind intercourse is, or?
Yeah, I don't know. She can mod. Oh, can a mod share her channel? Yeah, I will. Could do it. Could you pull off Flat Earther?
I tried creating an alt once and pretend to be a flat earther for a week, but God, I couldn't lower my IQ that low. It was hard being that stupid.
Well, I remember MC Toon one time pulled off a really good flat earther. that actually made me laugh quite a lot.
I could only hold it up without laughing for so long.
I mean, I can try if you want.
Yeah, I mean that was my problem. I couldn't keep it serious. There's just no way.
Somebody says Erica is on Modern Day Debates for Evolution again. I don't know.
Oh, I like her. She's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like pro evolution, and she's in. I forget which field she said she was in, but I saw her once with someone else, and she was actually bringing like evidence to the table and like actual points. And someone was side chat. Who the heck was she talking to again? I think it was a familiar person, but
while they're doing that, there was a where'd it go? Somebody did a $3 super chat, $3.30 super chat, but there's no message. So thank you for that. If you want to message, just tag me on
Odin, that's who. Yeah, so Odin Therial. She destroyed Kent Hovind. Yeah, it's Kent Hovind. Is it Hovind or Hovind?
I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Care, honestly, but yeah.
He hates.
And I think that was.
Yeah, he hates evidence.
And I think that was actually either a day or two before he was supposed to debate conspiracy cats on Marvel Girls channel, and then right at the end, internet connection issues, right?
Oh.
right after he got his butt whooped by Erica there, it's like,
Robert Williams, a year ago I was going to create a flat earth parody channel, The Scientific Meth Head.
Well, no, you should do like an homage to Anthony Riley and just call it Scientific Method. You must adhere to scientific method.
Yes, you don't put the in front of it, or the.
I know.
So Factard is wondering, Robert, why didn't you continue? I think. Oh no, that was Robert Williams. He's asking. So all right, Punchy, Flat Earth Punchy. What's your best Flat Earth evidence?
Oh, okay, hold on. Just let me prat it up here a little bit.
Hood up. Yeah, there you go. Transition into Flat Earther.
Can I kill a couple of brain cells quickly? Okay.
I was wondering why the actual YouTube went all blurry, and for some reason, YouTube downsampled me down to 144p. I was like, what the?
Oh.
It went blurry for me too, but I didn't bother checking. Oh, yeah, I'm down 144 too. What the heck? Okay, I'm back to 720. Yeah, I just thought maybe it's just like a little loading thing. It would have gone back. I know it does that from time to time.
Yeah.
But okay. Let me just channel my flat earther a little bit.
All right. Brian Leake has challenged Michelson-Morley to debate, it seems.
I could do the Flat Earth gang sign.
That's the Freemason sign. Yeah. So, Brian Leake, yes, you're a bit late to debate. Yeah. Mandevil says, Brian Leake, you're a bit late to debate the Flat Earth. It's dead. So...
Okay, well, but that's a good starting point. Okay? That gives you an idea. Okay, well, come on, Globeds, tell me this, okay? Well, actually, Michelson-Morley, back in 1529, they did an experiment that proved that the Earth is, in fact, not moving and is completely stationary. Explain that away, huh?
In what year was that?
1526.
And what was the name of that experiment?
The Michelson experiment.
I think you've got the wrong year, but that's fine.
It was a man. It was a man who was named Michelson-Morley, and he conducted an experiment back in 1328, and he used some candle lights and some lasers to prove that the Earth is in fact not moving. It's completely stationary.
Oh, all right. Robert, you got to head out.
Yeah, I gotta get going.
Hey, thanks a lot for coming in. We'll catch you next time.
All right.
We'll get a full screen Flat Earth Punchy now.
Oh, yeah. I just scared the Globetard off you guys.
Oh, you certainly did, Flat Earth Punchy.
Okay, just kidding. See you, man. Have a good night. Yeah, that's right. There's one. Sup.
So yes, that was the wrong year. And what was it that he did to prove that it's stationary?
Okay, so what they did was they took a flashlight, right? And they bounced it off of a couple mirrors. Now, the mirrors, unlike the moon, can reflect light, because we know the moon can't reflect light. And what happens when the light passed off of the mirrors and it bounced past through each other, it was kind of like think of the Three Stooges, right? They're like, hey, move it, shout ahead, and they kind of try to get through each other, and they couldn't. And that's what proved that the Earth is, in fact, not moving whatsoever. He's got nothing, you guys. Nothing.
I got nothing. Oh. The Michelson experiment. Yeah, that's a hard one to refute. Yeah, Brian Leake, I don't think you could beat that. Okay, so what other evidence do you have?
Well, if you look at the horizon, it always rises to eye level, no matter what. I mean, okay, sometimes it rises to like J level or K level or even H level, but usually eye level, like a capital I. You know why? Because if you're looking here, you can see that the top line of the eye and the bottom line of the eye, and like the levels right in between there. Read it.
Yeah. Do you have pictures of eye level instead of H or J level?
I do actually, but my dog ate them.
I figures.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on. Baron Von G says he couldn't debate flat earthers. He'd lose his stuff and hang himself after 5 minutes, but enjoy watching us debate. And all their nonsense seemed to roll off of my back like water off a duck's back. Yes, lots of Quaaludes. I found a cache of them in a health clinic that closed in the 70s. So I'm sure they're still good. Oh yeah, Mipit 69. Brian Leak, you just had your ass handed to you by Big Blue. Why do you want more? Yeah, I saw that. I'm gonna have to watch that. I can't imagine that went well for you, Brian Leak. But all right. So eye level. You got others?
Well, actually, Global Romulus gave me a good little point here. So, yeah, our spherical eyes. When you're like looking at high altitude or something in a plane, right? And sometimes you see what appears to be a curve. It's not actually the curve. That's just stupid, obviously. It's our spherical eyes. Now, I know that if you're like, on the ground, you don't see a curve because when you're on the ground, gravitational atmospheric lensing does something to your eyes where it makes them actually square. You just don't notice it right away. So that's why it appears flat when you're on the ground. But when you're like, a good 20 bajillion thousand kilofeet up in the air, it just curves like a good couple of arc nanometers.
20,000 kilofeet.
And, I'm sorry, I'm a flat earther. I don't do metric or imperial. I make up my own measurements. Okay?
Yes, exactly. This it's like a nail.
He's got nothing, you guys. Typical globe head.
Oh,
pitiful.
Kilofeet. Yeah, that's a good one. If you watch the Jose stream with Brian Leak, he might have a stroke from laughing at his math. Brian, did you try to do math? Oh, that would be the first.
You guys, math is completely meaningless. You don't need it whatsoever.
What do you
That's
use?
How I know.
What do you use instead of math then? Flat Earth Punchy?
Oh, I don't use math. Like my bank account, it has I don't have a job, right? So my bank account just has 0. So what the heck do I need math for in real life applications? By the way, can I borrow some money?
Yeah, well, actually, tell you what, I had $3 and then somebody took $5 from me, and so you can have what's left over.
Wow, you're giving me $5,000? He is the nicest man alive, you guys.
Justin Franks said about Brian Leak, he thinks that meters per second squared means you square the number of seconds. Ooh.
Yeah, in a sense, but when I hear that, I think really more like what you're doing is, because if you have a square, and we all know the internal angles of a square are equal to 180, right? Now, if I get my square calculator out, I think for an equilateral square, it's 120 degrees per angle, and then if you have sides 1, 2, and 1.2, then I think there's some gravitational lensing in there, but I'd have to go watch an Eric Dubé video, honestly, just get back to you.
Yep. Yeah, all that math scared off Green Bullion 33 UC. And then multi-tom-tom appears immediately. Meters per second, not meters per number of seconds squared. Yes. Brian Leak says he needs math to make your living. Brian, what do you do for a living that you need math for? So, can you explain terminal velocity there, Flat Earth Punchy?
Yeah, so what it is, like, when you go to an airport, right? And there's a terminal that you have to go to, and then so when you get on your plane and the plane takes off, whatever speed it's going, that's the velocity when you leave the terminal, and that's the terminal velocity. Like if you're at, say, gate F2, your terminal velocity would be f2. But if you're up in the air, well, you don't have a terminal velocity because there's no terminal.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. All right.
I'm telling you guys, I could walk into any university and I could just teach.
You teach all those dumb professors there that don't know anything.
Oh no, they're all indoctrinated. It's not like they use that. It's not like they, they learned that, then, use it in any sort of practical way. No, they're just too stupid, unlike I am, to understand that the Earth is flat because, look around you. Like, I'm looking at my floor right now. I don't see a curve. According to the Earth calculator, 1 plus...
It'd have to be a lot.
Divided by... carry the 1. There should be like 25,000 feet of drop right in front of me.
Glober Mom is wondering if you can fit a square calculator into a circle calculator.
Well, of course you can, as long as the square calculator is, like roughly the same size. But because if you have a circle, and then if you were to take like a square, like this is it's
obviously a square.
This is clearly a square right here, and if you take a circle, like you can see how I don't have a circle on me, but it totally fits in, no problem. Like I don't see what your issue is. Like that's just basic shapes right there. That's just buoyant density. Like come on.
Multi-Tom-Tom is accusing you of pseudoscience, by the way.
How is it pseudoscience? No, Multi-Tom-Tom. I have my I'm gonna adhere to scientific method. This phone is my independent variable, okay? My hand is my dependent variable. See? There's my phone and there's my hand. My hand is dependent on the phone being there, otherwise my hand falls over. See.
Something didn't work. Oh.
No, wait.
So, but why did it fall? It seemed like gravity pulled it down.
Well, no, because you see, the thing is, this phone is more dense than the air that surrounds it. So, of course, when I let go of it, it does that.
What's more dense?
My phone.
Can you point to
the air?
Can you point to what's dense? No, higher.
That.
Higher. No, to the side a little. To the side. No. Turn it this way a little. There you go. Now you're pointing to what's dense. All right. Multi-Tom-Tom thinks dark matter is funny. So, why do balloons go up? But why do balloons go up?
Why do balloons go up? Well, because if you look at a balloon, in the name it has the word ball in it, right? Now, NASA wants to tell you that the Earth is a ball, basically. Now, they try and tell you about things like gravity and how gravity is some magical force where they think things should drop down like this, but in reality, they actually don't. And so since balloons have the word ball in them, because that's what NASA tells you, they go up. That's literally NASA just laughing at us, you guys. Like, come on, just think before you speak, for the love of God.
Look, it's flat. I have zero evidence, but 100% flat. Oh.
Yeah.
Any more questions for Flat Earth Punchy?
Bring it on. I got all the answers. You can't stump me. I've been on YouTube. You guys, I've been on YouTube for 4.5 months. Okay? You got nothing on me.
82 says Punchy is a better flurf than Tommy Boy. Punchy actually showed up. Who's Tommy Boy? You mean the guy that was supposed to be here today? It was Alex. But yeah, it's always difficult to get. I'm working on my cube here.
Oh god, there's a bunch here.
Oh, what? Flat Earth Punchy. What are stars made of?
Well, stars, you see. So what happens is when two beautiful people fall in love, and then the stork brings them a baby, right? Because obviously they can't actually procreate because NASA had to make up evolution to cover up flat Earth for some reason. And So of course the stork brings it, and so when two beautiful people, they kiss, the stork brings the beautiful baby, and it grows up, and then it goes off and it plays in Hollywood movies. That's what stars are made of. Come on.
Dick Dawson names you Flunchy. So yes,
I'll take it.
Yes, Multi-Tom Tom is Tommy. Yes, Tommy doesn't. Yeah, Tommy did ditch on me and then later says it's because my channel was monetized, which it was when he agreed to debate. So, all right. Stars are plasmoids, says Multi-Tom Tom. What do you think, Flunchy?
No, a plasmoid is what you get in your butt when you sit on it for too long. You don't go to the doctor and get a donut. Come on.
I don't know what that means.
It's kind of like a hemorrhoid, but just
yep,
slightly less dense.
It's a dense hemorrhoid. Okay.
Yeah.
Earth is not a ball. Earth is a mass in space. If any flat earthers read a single book, even Dr. Seuss. Have you read Dr. Seuss, Flunchy?
Dr. Seuss is not a real doctor, you guys. He was indoctrinated. Come on, like the only real doctor is Dr. Pepper. I've seen his credentials, and that guy can make some great soda pop.
Soda pop. So Flunchy, is it soda pop or Coke?
Well, no, it's soda pop because
soda pop.
Coke's just Coke's just a brand name. Come on, we can all agree on that at least.
Yep. Anybody have a preference? We say pop. Jared says soda.
I call it soda pop. Best of both worlds.
Really? Fizzy drink and some sports? Dr. Robotham is the only fizzy drink. The only real doctor. Your Glober is showing. Oh, when I debated Nathan Roberts, he said Dr. Samuel Robotham. And I read Robotham's book. And it doesn't, it caught me off guard. Like, do you really think he's a doctor? Because he's not a doctor. That just caught me off guard. I hadn't heard that. Doctor Who. That's a better fizzy drink. All right. Any more? Let's see. Oh, here we go. Flat Earth Punchy. Have you ever had a buoyant hemorrhoid? They're much worse than dense ones.
Well, no, because it's the same thing. Because if you look at buoyancy and density, it's just relative density, right? Like if I have something that's here, and its mom might be over here, and his dad is over here, and grandfather might be up there. They're all just relatives of each other, you young guys. And if you have buoyancy, well, that just really depends on if it's a boy or a girl. So come on, just basic stuff.
Manabrat Set says Robotham dropped out of school at the age of 9. And I have heard that before, but I haven't seen any credible evidence on that. Just like I haven't seen any evidence that Robotham was a doctor.
Yes. Doctor.
So was Flunchy was Robotham a doctor? What do you think of that?
Well, he was a doctor, but not only was he a doctor, but he was the greatest man that ever lived. Because not only did he spread the flat Earth truth, but he also, back then, he completely dismantled all of all of Einstein's theories of general relativity, and then even Stephen Hawking, all of his work on black holes, way before they even came along. He just said, yeah, these guys are going to be born in the future, and they're just wrong. Don't bother looking into it. They're just wrong. And we all know he was right.
So I'm looking for the thing where it says that he dropped out at the age of 9. I'm not seeing that on the first page of the wiki. So who said that? Manabrat said. First paragraph in Wikipedia on Samuel Robotham. I don't see that. Maybe you're reading it in a different language than me. Zetetic astronomy. Zeteticism. What do you think of that? First, what is Zeteticism?
Well, zetetichism, it's where you have science, but it's not pseudoscience. What you do is you look at stuff and you trust your senses. And of course, if someone tells you something, well, you can't believe them unless it's on a YouTube video made by another flat earther. But if they say it's totally fine, that's zetetic astronomy. And of course, astronomy itself isn't a real thing. Now, astrology, that's 100% real. But astronomy, you can't look up at the sky and know what's there. Have you ever taken a tape measure and gone and measured the distance to the sun? I think not.
I would, but it's not. I don't have a long enough one. I need the 93 million miles version, and it's not in stock on Amazon.
Well, you're in luck. It's only 3,000 miles away. That's all you need. Don't ask me how I know the number. It's just that's how far away it is.
I see.
Yeah.
Multi-Tom-Tom has FE proofsies on his Chan. You might see a doctor about that. There's probably some medication for that to get those proofsies off your Chan. Is it painful? Sounds painful. So, how do apples stay on the table when their natural position is feet higher? That's a great question.
Sorry, what's that?
So the natural position of an apple is in a tree, high up off the ground. How come it falls down to its to the ground when its natural position is up there?
Like onto a table?
Well, a table or to the ground when its natural position is in the tree.
Oh, well, that's because when you think about it, its natural position is in the tree, but a tree has roots that go under the ground. So it can still find its way from one place on the tree to another. As long as the part of the tree is there, it'll find its way. Come on, you guys, it's not that complicated.
Does it help if the table is wooden and made out of apple wood?
Yes, that would definitely help. If you ever seen a table on a table made out of I don't know, one of those trees, a plywood tree, one of those trees.
The plywood trees.
Yeah, it bounces right off. Well, that's the tree that they get plywood from.
Of course,
come on.
Of course. Yes. Quit asking me to change my name. Team Skeptic says that they do have the 93 million mile tape measure at Lowe's, but don't buy the Cobalt version because it's only 92.7 million miles long. So, all right, yeah. So your Apple thing, it's not working for me. So maybe you can expand on it by explaining why there's waterfalls when the water's previous natural position was on top of the fall.
Well, you see what happens is, as it gets to the end, it starts to get faster and faster, right? No, I have no idea why it gets faster and faster when it's going down. That's just some things we were not meant to know, okay? But it does. So as it gets there, it just becomes more and more buoyant. Then it hits the end, and because its buoyancy is just that much, it just overpowers that the dense atmospheric lensing of cat food, and so it just goes right down, and it just hits the water, and it splashes. And then magic brings it back up. And then because there's 5 suns, it melts the water back into its water state, and it goes down again, and it just repeats over and over again. Come on, what goes up must come down. But what NASA didn't tell you is there's an actual second part to that. What goes down must go up. But they didn't show you that back when you're in school because you've been indoctrinated.
Did somebody get interrupted when they were saying that maybe the first time?
Oh, maybe assassinated.
It could. All right. So what's a meteor shower?
Well, a meteor shower is when you're having a shower, but you just have some steak and some ribs, and you're just pigging out and you're cleaning up at the same time, and it's just trying to get soap on the ribs because it makes it taste kind of odd, but it's a really good time by yourself, just yum yum.
Hey, multi-Tom-Tom, you don't use that word. Yeah. I mean, we appreciate you here, but I don't appreciate you using that kind of talk. So don't do that. Bendy Light is wondering where the sun goes at night.
To bed.
So how does soapy flank steak taste?
Soapy flank steak?
Yeah. If you get soap on your steak during the meteor shower, right?
It's still good. It's just I preferred if they were like, I like to eat my soap separately and then my ribs separately. I just want it together. It's just
They don't mix.
Yeah, exactly. One at a time.
Is there a shampoo you prefer with your steak?
I'm thinking maybe like a nice bold barbecue sauce, but each their own.
And then what do you drink?
Hot sauce.
Right. All right. Green Bullion, or do you have a question for Flat Earth Flunchy?
I think I know more than you, Green Bullion. Come on, ask me a question. I'll take you to school, I think.
Do. Tell you what, Green Bullion, I'll pop into Twitter, and you can ask me there, because you're not muted there. There it is. And last week, Russian Vids, he got a little hurt because I muted him, and then he ran off, and then he blocked me on Twitter again, bravely.
Oh.
So
bless his little cotton socks.
Washed out. Did you just wash down your nice a glass of allegedly Dave's iced tea?
Well, yeah, but it wasn't his; it was mine.
Of course. Have you tried Dubai's 200 proof yellow vodka?
Not yet, but it does sound quite appetizing.
Yeah. Well, not actually proofs. Actual proof 0. So, what's the pressure gradient?
Okay, well, the pressure gradient, I mean, obviously, as you get higher and higher, it seems to get thinner and thinner, right? But that's not what's actually happening, because remember, back in the day, there was a giant tree at the center of the flat Earth, and then giants cut it down for some reason, and since then, it hasn't been able to produce that same air pressure at the top, so now it's been nothing there, and just it came down, and it just stayed there, because if you think wind is a thing, then I'm sorry, but there is no helping you. Air does not move.
I love the big tree stuff. That's awesome. I see 33UC is he's typing something for you. I'm sure it's going to be a real thinker. What? He has a video of the globe. Put this on the screen and please explain the landing for us. 33UC, you don't understand any of these basic things. Oh my gosh. This is great. Yeah. This is great.
No, you guys, 33 is paid opposition. NASA pays him to make Flat Earth look stupid so that you all laugh at it.
I can't. I need the. How do I get the? He sent me a video. It's a 3-second video. On Twitter, and like I want to put it into. I don't want to bring up my Twitter page, right? My DMs in Twitter on the live stream. So, do you have like a different source for that video? It's hilarious. It's really funny. I want to put it up. But Dubé is a Robotham plagiarist among many worse things. What do you think about plagiarizing Robotham, Flunchy?
Well, I mean, if you're just speaking the truth, it's not really plagiarizing, right? If you have a right answer, I mean, like, remember, it's you guys that parrot all the answers. What I'm telling you is the truth. Like, when I say the horizon rises to eye level, it always rises to eye level. Like, one time I took a picture or a video of the horizon, and I moved the camera up and down a little bit, and then at one point I just paused it when it was in the center, and I was like, that's eye level. Like, prove me wrong.
Surface saying OBS area capture. Yeah, all right. I'll do it. I'll do it. Hold on. So, all right. You explain more flunchy flat Earth, and I will do the set this up here quick.
Okay. Well, people in the chat, I don't know. What do you know? I mean, we can talk about what's the biggest globe killer? Because they're just so. Oh yeah. Okay. So tell me this, all you globe heads in the side chat. The Nile, right? Which I think is in Egyptianistan or something, or Arakia, somewhere in Austria, right? It flows from south to north, and I think it's like a couple feeters long or something, and like how can it go from south to north, like down to up? If there's a globe, it should pull down at the bottom, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, nothing.
All right. All right. Well, I have it. I have it right here. So this is 33 UC thinks that this is a globe killer. So he has this plane. It's clipped off the top. I did not do that. That's his thing. That's the video. The plane is sitting on apparently the North Pole, and it's going to take off. And that's how it takes off. That's how it flies. Globe debunked.
Okay.
Do you see that? This is the mind of, this is somebody that wants us to think he's serious.
I mean, I don't know. Okay, I think this is honestly this is probably I think the 5th time that my dinnerwares made it into your live streams. I don't know why it always happens. I just always have a plate on me from food that I had earlier. But what he's basically is the plane to start off like this and go like this.
33. You cannot be serious. All right, I have my globe. I gotta do, because you just have a plate. I got the real thing.
You have a toy plane?
No, I just have a globe. What can I use for my plane?
Do you have nail clippers? The USS nail clipper? Or the HMS nail clipper?
Of course I do.
There you go. Do that.
Hold on. I'll be right back.
I'll be right back to you.
What? You can't go. You can't go, both of us. What kind of amateur show is this? When I leave, he leaves. All right. I could not find. I could not find the. All right. I have a transition. The clippers, but I got the tweezers. So, front of the plane, back of the plane.
All right. Well, wait, hold on. You can't use tweezers in an airplane. That's just ridiculous.
Look, when you have 33 kids, the nail clippers disappear a lot. All right. So, here, I will take the tipped earth and untip it this way. So here you go. This is what he thinks happens. This. He thinks this is what's happening. You cannot be a functioning adult and thinks that that's what happens.
Could you imagine if you were on the equator looking straight up and seeing just the back end of a plane just going across the sky?
It's whipping donuts across the sky. And he's calling me an idiot. So let's make it clear. Here's North America. Here's the plane. Okay, this is what it does. That's how it flies. Right? The down is always towards the middle. How do they land? Because green bullion. They go with the Earth. Their orientation changes as... cannot take you seriously, man. Their orientation changes as it moves. Oh, all right. There's
Martin
no
H,
way.
like Punchy.
There is no way you can be serious. There's no way. Show us. I did just show you. Oh.
Yeah, even Martin H is just like, Punchy, you're not supposed to be laughing at this. I'm like, it's that ridiculous. Even Flat Earth me can't not laugh at that. I would hope that if I was a Flat Earther, even I would have more sense than that.
Green Bullion, take us from the North Pole to the South Pole. You do it yourself. Here's the deal. If you think it's flat, don't make me prove that it's a sphere to you. Prove that it's flat to us. Right? So, Green Bullion, show us that it's flat. Right? Are there measurements of flatness over water? Not just its level. Just saying it's level doesn't do anything.
Yeah, because guess what? No one's arguing that it isn't level. We all agree it's level, but it's not the way you think it is.
And he says, it's impossible. Your burden to show that it's impossible. Sky is not under your feet. Again, it's a claim you have to support.
Yeah.
Yeah, Marty Moose, Green Bullion is paid to make the Flat Earth look bad.
He has to be. I'm sorry, Green Bullion, but like, you're very stupid. Like, no one can be that stupid and be serious.
He's like, what did he say? Hold on. He said, of course, show us. You can't land upside down. Correct. Nobody says you're landing upside down. You're landing right side up because down is towards the middle. You're not landing upside down. You want to disprove the model, then figure it out first. All right, Flunchy, how would a meteor crater work on flat Earth?
A meteor crater? Well, first off, there's no such thing as meteors, right? Like, you know that. That's just countries sending rockets. And, okay, well, once in a while, a piece of glass does, like, break off the dome. Like, you know, the dome's 6,000 years old now, right? So, and, I mean, it hasn't been maintained very well. But, so you get that from time to time. But like when you see like meteors come in, like they exist now apparently from what I'm saying. When you see them come in, how come it's always for the most part a circle and the crater's a circle, right? It should be like a skip. Like when you throw a rock across the water, it should just be like it hits the ground and goes across.
And then gouge another spot.
Yeah, but it doesn't.
But well, when you throw rocks in the water, they have to be spinning. Right, and if it's not spinning well, it doesn't skip; it just goes in. What if the meteor wasn't spinning fast enough?
It is spinning. You ever heard of the basketball team, the Globetrotters? That's what they do. Before they send them in, they spin it on their finger, like the whole Sweet Georgia Brown. They spin it and they throw it on, and that's like, that's where it all comes from, and that's how it skips across, like.
So who built the dome 6,000 years ago?
Probably the Globetrotters, honestly.
What about the giants that win their trees?
But they could have been the Globetrotters. Basketball players are pretty tall usually, if you think about it.
Anyone remember the time Nathan Oakley thought a ship was casting a shadow into the air on a perfectly clear day? I don't remember that one. Yeah, and so Nathan Dantzler says that they chopped down the tree to build the dome. I never thought of that before. Obvious.
Oh, clear wood. Hold on, just let me write that down into my book of facts.
Clear wood.
Where is it? Wait, I found it. Dear Diary, today I learned that the firmament is made. How do you guys spell? The word the. How do you spell the word the? It's like T.
THUH.
Okay. Yeah, okay, so firmament is made of clear wood from big tree. Okay. There, that's my evidence right there for you.
I gotta write that one down. Did you actually write it down?
Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna. That's brilliant. There it is. There, let's see. Nope, that's not it. There we go. Tree. Giant trees.
Oh, you know what? Actually, I'll be right back. Give me 1 second.
Giant trees chopped down to make dome. Brilliant idea. Brilliant. So, Nathan, if there's a dome, why isn't it filled with helium balloons? They should all be up there, of course. But, well, it'd be in the middle, over the North Pole. So we can't see them because of atmospheric lensing gets in the way. Yeah, there's somebody named Nathan in here, and Martin H. says, anyone called Nathan is immediately under suspicion. And Vishanti can prove Earth is a concave portal. Well, then do submit that proof. That sounds... Oh, Mr. Xerxes, the dome has spikes to pop the balloons. Those giants were thinking ahead. That's awesome. Cat Earth for the win. So, do they stick the plasma or whatever it's made of this week? So, yeah, there was a guy yesterday on Facebook I said something and he's like, do you fly the plane? 'Cause I fly the plane. Like, oh, you fly a plane? So I was asking him, if there's a flat Earth pilot, it's simple. Prove you're a flat Earth pilot by giving us the charts for the QF-27, the flight between Santiago and Sydney. Chart that route on your flat Earth chart, and then you are a flat Earth pilot.
Oh, and by the way, I just forgot. I have the ultimate proof of flat Earth.
Yes.
You know when you see like the face of a clock or something, it's circular, right? Well, I just went and put my watch on to show you that they probably actually based our clocks off of a flat Earth. Like, there's my watch right there. You can see it. It's a genuine Rolex. I kid you not. And I think that's ultimate proof of a flat Earth right there.
Of course.
Try and refute that. Yeah, try and refute that.
So Green Bullion says, I got owned. As usual, my viewers are absolute morons. They still can't understand what's going on. You're hiding from the north-south example. I'm still waiting, pal. I won't be flying you anywhere, Green Bullion. If you want a free plane flight, you're going to have to, enter the lottery or something. But all you did was show that you don't understand
anything.
Orientation, gravity, anything. That's why I can't have you on, because that's all you'll do. It actually, like, it gets a little boring. It's the first time you do it, it's funny, but then it gets boring. So Vishanti's on her way, and I sent you a link on there. And
man, her and we're gonna go at it. She thinks, what'd she say, convex Earth?
Yeah, she has convex proof.
So concave Earth. Concave, right?
All right. John Rapp for 5 Australian says, "G'day, MC Tune, from a non-music rap. First pump to Punchy. Vanilla Coke is my drink, and for persistent I will tolerate a hot Hawaiian pizza." I do like Hawaiian pizza. Thank you very much, John Rapp. John Rapp, are you you're this Australian money? I presume you're in Australia. How do you have like firsthand report or anything about the stuff going on down there? Anything to say or experiences you have? That'd be interesting at least to hear a little bit of that.
Martin H. Green Bully and even Flat Earth Punchy thinks you're an idiot.
Flat Earth pilots don't last long. They crash to the ground every time they try to make a "this is how we would have to fly in the globe" video. Oh, yeah, and yeah, 33UC wouldn't even do that. He'll just start showing articles with the number 33 in them.
Yeah.
It's selection bias.
I just don't understand how, like, you can actually be so stupid that you think that's evidence of anything.
So, Multi-Tom said, "Sup guys, lol." And then so I'm not welcome here because nobody responded. Well, Baron Von G responded to you there.
Yeah.
So, here we go.
There she is.
We have apparently a concave, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's concave. I mean, I don't see how you guys cannot see that it's concave. I mean, what do you think eclipses are?
What do you think what are?
When we're passing eclipses. Yeah, that's when we're passing, between the inner sun and the moon that's spinning around it.
The inner sun.
No.
Please explain.
Well, no. Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, we all have an inner sun. I don't see how you guys don't know that. This is like basic. This is 101 level stuff. You've been lied to.
Vishanti, I am a man. I don't have a womb. I can never have an inner sun. That tears me apart when you say things like that.
No response.
Oh, sorry, my connection went out. Look, it's really hard being out on the road and, borrowing other people's trailers to pirate their Wi-Fi, so you're just going to have to be patient.
That's I guess that makes sense when you're telling the truth, like you aren't.
When you're busy spreading the truth, you don't have time for things like a job or responsibilities. You just go online and mooch money from people and
guys, look, this is my job. I mean, look, just donate to me. It's paypal.me/Vishanti. This is how I make my living. It's my ministry, guys. This is how I go door to door, and I ask for people's passwords because, I mean, the internet's free, so why not?
Do you have any flyers to sell?
Flyers?
Yeah, any concave Earth flyers that you'd want to maybe have people send you money and then they can hand out when they buy them from you?
Yeah, I don't know about flyers, man. I emailed this dude named Nathan, but he never got back to me. He sent me all his PayPal information, and then I never heard back from him. So yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. I'm sure he's publishing it or something, but he's hard to get hold of.
Oh, and by the way, you guys, flyers. Explain that with gravity. If there was gravity, they couldn't be flyers. They could just be land on the grounders or something.
Do the flyers have to dip
honestly,
their nose?
There's no need for gravity. I mean, if you guys have ever been on those little cyclotron things at the carnival, that's how we stick to the ground. I mean, you can spin in one at the carnival and you stick to the wall. That's what the Earth is. We're all just stuck to the inside of the Earth.
Get this, you guys. She thinks the Earth is moving. I told you, Michelson-Morley Chocolate Highway Express proved that back in the year 10,025.2 that we're not rotating.
Oh my god, the Earth is only 7,000 years old. I don't understand how you don't know that.
Wait, 7,000 years in metric?
Don't you ever... Well, it's in Kelty, right?
Well, yeah, but metric or... okay, listen, I don't do metric, okay? I live in Canada. We only do imperial here.
All right, okay, hold on a second. For a serious moment here, John Rapp says, and we've also got from Flat Feet Pete, moment of silence for Flat Feet Pete. I fell off the edge. He says he's on the east coast of Australia, which is near where it's at, right? It says where the fires are. It feels like the place has been on fire for a month. God bless all the volunteer and paid firefighters. And John Rapp says, fires are persistent. There's a lot of them. High temps, longest drought. Idiot greenies influenced a cease of winter backburning. And then someone calculated 1.5 times the area of Wales has been burnt.
Oh, wow.
Wow, yeah. Robert Williams says February 18, the moon will pass in front of Mars if the flurfs are right and the moon is transparent. Wouldn't you see the Mars through the moon?
You guys believe in the moon.
And Marty Moose says 8 showerheads proves Earth is not round. So.
Well, first off.
All right, continue.
I have no idea why he would think that we would see Mars through the moon, because Mars is just a light in the sky, and the moon's also a light in the sky, but the moon's bigger and it's brighter. Why would you see?
Indoctrinated. You're so indoctrinated. There's no moon.
No.
What a clown.
I went to YouTube University, okay? I got a degree in fungineering from YouTube.
Man, you're just a shill. You're a shill, and I've seen your little 33 paychecks. Like, you can't hide that. It's all through the internet.
Well, yeah, but you can't hide anything on the internet because they don't want you to, have any privacy.
I mean, I've met they. I don't know what you're talking about.
Ooh.
They're pretty nice, actually.
You've met they?
Yeah. I've met they. Haven't you?
No, sorry.
No. They give me paychecks and all that, but...
Talking about the shape of the earth and you guys haven't even met they yet? Amateurs.
Well, yeah, but that's because they said if I ever met them, then they'd have to kill me. So it's like, well, I mean, I enjoy not being deaded, like I like that life thing that we have.
Yeah, I just don't see how you guys can keep saying there's a moon. Like, that's just fallacious.
No, it's not, because if you think about it...
That's a lunar fallacy.
No, it's not. If anything, it's there, because if you think about it, the sun is there, right? And so when it's there, it's the daytime. But when it's nighttime, the sun turns around, it whips its pants down, and it shows us its butt. It's mooning us. That's where the word comes from.
That sounds like a multi-tom-tom idea.
Hey, don't make me...
Look, 33 had it right with the plane. It scoots along the Earth, and you're going to see it at the equator. You're going to see the tail end. I mean, guys, they've been trying to tell you this all along. If you ever saw Ren and Stimpy, Powdered Toast Man flies with his butt first. They're trying to tell you this whole time.
Well, yeah, but not in the way that you're thinking, because you're thinking that there's, concave. Like, the Earth isn't a skateboard, okay? It's a flat, stationary, beautiful plane with a beautiful dome.
Bonus points for Ren and Stimpy reference there. That's awesome. Oh, all right. Somebody sent. We got two things here. One is this. This is how much is burning in Australia. Oh my goodness.
Actually, in all seriousness, can we find a link to put just for donations or anything?
So Simon Dan said he was going to give to the Australian Red Cross. So, and that sounds like
find a link.
That sounds like a good one to me. So this is what, yeah, I'm not familiar with hectares. 5.9 million hectares of England. So this is how much is on fire in Australia. So that's looks like England and a good chunk of Scotland, maybe. Oh no, it doesn't get up to Scotland. I don't know where the border is. Wow, that's tough, man. And then who said it was in there you go. The Mandalorian says he's in central Queensland, Australia, and had massive fires 2 months ago. It's just hot now. So,
well,
yeah, that's a lot.
I found a link to the Australian Red Cross. If anyone's feeling generous, we have a lot of friends that we know on here from Australia. Help out.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I think I will do something there. So, I'm going to put that in the. Actually, I'm going to put that in the description.
Good idea.
So, there you go. AU Red Cross for donations. So, what, Concave Vishanti?
Yeah, concave. It's hollow. Inner sun, man.
There was a guy on Facebook. He sends me a message today. He goes, there it is. He sends me a message. Got my eye on you. I go, oh, is that creepy? I can't decide. Yeah, it's creepy. He goes, nah, just messing around. I said, you sure? I said, is it my roundish figure? He says, I saw a few of your YouTube videos, that's all. I said, oh, okay. Inspired? Changed your mind? Because I know he's not a normal.
Okay, Green Bullet, you're gone.
Yeah.
Every time. Why do you bring up shootings? Every freaking time.
Ban him, please. I go, if I remember correctly, you used to think the Earth was flat, and I remembered incorrectly. Since you've changed your mind after watching my videos, cool. He goes, nah, it's concave, bro.
See, they're all coming up. They're waking up to the truth, man. You can't stop it.
So I got to respond right now. Is not.
Like I said, Ren and Stimpy's telling you about the planes. That's how the motion works. And then you've got the Black Hole Sun, that song. Like, they're trying to tell you, man. They're putting the hints there everywhere.
Is that proves it?
That absolutely proves it. Black Hole Sun. Like, there's a hole in the Earth, and that's where the sun is. Like, I don't know how much more obvious it could be.
That's how we know space is fake. Look at the Red Hot Chili Beans. They're like, space may be fake, or no, it's the final frontier, but it's made in your Hollywood pasta bowl or something. But it was the Red Hot. Yeah, the Red Hot cricket peppers, and they did they had their jams, right? And they were just doing stuff, and that's how we know space is fake.
The Red Hot banana peppers?
Yeah, something like that.
I mean, I was going to say that they were pretty lukewarm at Subway, but I guess you have to kind of keep them temperature regulated. I don't know.
Yeah, well, yeah, of course. But remember, that's different, though, because that's a sub. That's not the Earth. A sub can be lukewarm. With the Earth, it's got to be...
Where do you think the term subterranean comes from, man? It's right there. It's in the history of the word, man. Just do your own research.
Well, yeah, but if you think about it, the word terrain just means a soggy sandwich. And what's more comparable to a soggy sandwich than, I don't know, rivers next to the land, which make it soggy, which can't run north on the Earth because south is down.
Oh my goodness. Oh,
sorry, my connection just went bad. The trailer I was in kind of pulled around the wrong Walmart, so...
Okay, how many shower heads do you have?
Oh, easily 42.
Yeah? I like that
easily.
Number. That's a good number. Where'd you get that number from?
I mean, it's the answer.
Yeah, you're...
The answer to everything, man. You've got your flat Earth clown saying he doesn't need math to explain anything, and I'm telling you, man, 42 explains everything. The life, the universe, everything.
Did you bring your towel with, just in case?
I never leave home without my towel.
Very good.
Well, if you're so...
I don't leave home without my towel, and I don't leave home without my integrity.
Oh, yeah? Well, you know what? If you're so smarty pants at math and all that, then what's 10 to the negative 17, huh? Is it positive or nucleotrino or something?
It's a graviton.
No.
It's theoretical.
10 to the negative 17 is 10 times negative 7, or 10 times negative 17. I'll show you right now.
17
times.
Dude, you can't take a number like that and make it smaller by doing multiplication. That's not how units work.
Look, that's what it is right there. If you can see my phone, that's what it is. I'm showing you right now. It's minus 100.
It's just a display screen. Get that. That's just a display screen. That doesn't prove anything.
That's what it is. You guys, seriously, okay. And the reason this is important is because the sun is 3,000 miles away. Guaranteed. I don't care what you say about your stupid concave Earth and all that jazz. It's guaranteed 3,000 miles away. Prove me wrong.
Yeah, did you measure that without your math? That you don't need?
No, I used a tape measure because that's not math. A tape measure is, you can just take it from the ground. I just took my homemade rocket ship that Apollo Creed built from back in 1969, and I went up there, and I measured it.
Apollo Creed
did you use... Dude, we already proved this density and buoyancy and all this stuff, like trying to float up off your pizza disc. Muhammad Ali said he floats like a butterfly.
Yeah, but he
Can
also
you tell me, how do you explain that kind of density?
Oh, dude, she's just quote mining here, people. He also said stings like a bee. Now, what does that rhyme with? Think about it. Flat Earth.
It definitely doesn't rhyme with pancake.
If you well, actually, hold on. Think about it. Okay. If you horribly misspell and mispronounce the word pancake, it can absolutely rhyme with sting like a bee. That's ultimate proof right there.
Man, listen, I don't know what kind of Freemasonic, demonic, like ultrasonic indoctrination you've been listening to, but you gotta come out of that cult, man.
No, the only Sonic I have is Sonic the Hedgehog, and I love that game. And Sonic the Hedgehog proves a flat Earth.
They didn't do any calculations for curvature in that,
yeah, well, you know what? Sonic catches rings, and rings are hollow, just like the concave Earth.
Oh, guess what? You know what else is a ring? The wall of Antarctica. Boom!
Flat Earth Punchy, you're fooling a couple people here. I think Manic.
Sorry, I had to get out of this trailer, man. Sorry.
Manic Mike says, if the sun's 3,000 miles away, what force keeps it in circumference for winter, and what force causes it to move to a new circumference for summer, and why doesn't it?
Oh, that is the stupidest and easiest question a man can possibly answer. Okay, Okay, so if the sun is 3,000 miles away, which it is, what force keeps it in a circumference for winter, and what force keeps it in a circumference for summer? Okay, well, you see, when it's winter, it's colder, right? And that coldness acts on the sun. And so when the sun's circling, when the sun's circling around, it slows down because of the cold weather. So when it slows down, it makes a bigger circle. Then in summer, it gets warmer again, so the sun starts to speed up, and then it makes a smaller circle. Come on.
How far away is the moon?
That's such a bunk. That's such a bunk model. Again, you guys keep saying the moon. I can't believe you guys still believe in a moon. That's been debunked 2,000 years ago at least.
Yeah, she has.
Don't you know Aristotle debunked the moon?
Vishanti,
don't you guys read?
Can you give 33 proofs of concave Earth?
I could give you 42 proofs of concave Earth.
All right. You got a video for that? So that people can research?
Look, the best channel, like, I'll see your Eric Dubé and Raise You Spirit Science. He's got it, man. Just watch the videos backwards and you'll see, like, it applies to the concave Earth.
Watch him back. Oh, Spirit Science. No such thing. Wow. Yeah, it would have to change speed, wouldn't it? Though. Flat Earth Punchy. What makes it change speed? Just getting hotter?
So you had another problem with the pancake.
Wait, what changed speed?
The
sun or the moon?
The sun.
Oh, I told you. In summer, it gets hotter, so it speeds up, right? And that's why it appears to go faster. In winter, it gets cold, then it slows down, so it just makes a longer, lazier circle. It doesn't matter what makes it hot. It doesn't matter what makes it cold. We just know that it gets hot and it gets cold.
Look, dude, I know this is going to be really hard for your indoctrinated mind to grasp, but just try to hang with me here. I've watched Marilyn Spirit Level's entire video catalog. She's so close, but so far. Like, you've got this zoetrope Earth, and you've got that tree in the center that the sun's attached to. It doesn't have to go faster and slower, man. That's another problem with your, quote, pancake, like, record model. Dude, it doesn't go faster and slower. We're just moving up and down the walls of the little gravitron.
Oh yeah, we're moving up. Then what causes that movement to happen?
I mean, it's in that song, we're moving on up. That's where the seasons come from.
Well, that's only to the east side.
And then you got the other side, get down.
Side.
And like, again, it says get down, and what do we say when someone's getting down? We call it cool. Boom. Seasons. Proved.
Yeah, but still, that only explains the east side. You can explain the west side, or the north side, or the south side.
Directions are such a distraction. You gotta stop using their terminology, dude.
I don't. That's why I try and debunk it. Like, we all know that the Earth is a beautiful, flat, stationary plane, and they just add in lines and grids to fuck it all up. I'm sorry, I forgot what channel is on for a second there.
Yeah, Gosh, NCT, you're letting all these people on your channel.
Turn it down, man.
I'm sorry, I forgot. That was a direct quote from another flat earther. Oh. As soon as I said it, I was like, oh shoot, I forgot what channel it was on.
Apophis Rex just dropped an eclair on the keyboard. Yeah, so Manic Mike is saying, you didn't explain the force that causes the so-called change in circumference. You should give a valid expandable citation.
Okay. Well, if you really want a valid explanation of explanation.
Expandable.
No, expandable explanation of explanation. I get it. Okay. So what it is, okay. So you know how there's the tree of life, Yggdrasil, right? In the middle. Well, at the very top.
Wait, what's the name of the tree?
Yggdrasil.
Gesundheit.
Idris Elba. And
Elba?
There's a tether made. It's made of dimonium, and believe it or not, dimonium is so strong that even God 1 and God 2 combined can't rip it apart. And so it's tied around the sun. And so, like, you know the whole the whole conservo momentum of mass emanation, where it goes and it gets faster as it gets closer, right? So what happens is there are people, and throughout the year they wind it in and it gets closer, so it goes faster, and then later on they just kind of let it go, and they do that just so that way, we think that we live in some tropical paradise, even though it's like, minus 25 where I live right now, because that's how much they want to fool us.
Man, listen, you keep giving all these convoluted. I'm gonna explain this to you using like Occam's. Just what is the hair scissors?
I think it's Occam's hair removal system or something.
I think some sort of cream. I don't know.
Tweezers.
Whatever. It gets rid of your
Occam's tweezers.
Tweezers. That's right. Something like tweezers or forceps. Whatever. Anyway, it's Occam. So he said that the thing that sounds the simplest is the true one. And you're going off on all these like crazy race car tangents. Dude, have you seen a carousel? The concave Earth works like a carousel. You go up, the seasons change. You go back down, the seasons change, and you're just spinning around that center thing. I bet you don't even know what the sun's made out of.
Hey, guess what? You ever heard of Rock'em Sock'em Robots? They fight, and the winner wins. Right now, I'm the winner because I'm winning.
Man, listen, do you even know what the sun is made of? Answer the question.
Yeah, it's made of what the opposite of what the daughter is made out of.
Wrong. Gold-pressed latinum.
She has no idea what she's talking about.
I just can't believe how
sense. Quark is going to try to get there because he wants to get some.
See? Quark. You've heard it here, folks. It's right there in your science books.
But quark? What? I'm not here to bottle my wine.
Attracted to gold-pressed latinum.
No, I am not here to bottle my wine. I don't care about your quarks, okay? I am here to talk about, I'm here to talk about scientific method. I want to discuss scientific method. Please show me scientific method.
Oh,
what is
please.
Kind of variable?
I fried an egg today, and it helped. It just went one more step. Every day you see eggs frying, and you see that little golden sun in the middle of that white, like egg white, dude. That's just like the microcosmic universe in your frying pan.
Is that hidden in plain sight?
It's gotta be.
Yeah.
Well, no, but you see, what you don't understand is I was conducting very scientific experiments where I was adhering to scientific method this morning. And so I was standing on the overpass, and I was hucking eggs at cars, right? And as the eggs were hitting the cars, I realized, If gravity was there, the egg should have gone right through the car, because eggs are more dense than cars.
But did the chicken come first across the highway?
No,
you can't even answer that.
No, the chicken crossed the road because it wanted to get to the other side of the flat Earth.
Bro, it's like you can't cross the center of a carousel, man. The chicken's gotta fly.
Hold on a second.
No,
Tommy Gronwald's made a good point. I'm not moderating this apparent debate very well. I don't know how to moderate this. Tommy, can you help me? So
you know why? It's because we're way over his head. He doesn't.
We are, man. We're on another dimensional level.
He is so indoctrinated. He has no idea. Like all the scientific stuff we're saying, like he just has no idea.
Man, yeah, it's too deep.
Yeah. At least we can agree on that, Concave lady.
I mean, at least we're teaching him something, even though like most of it's coming from me. Like,
well, you think so, but
I don't think I feel.
Well, yeah, but guess what? Feelings only matter on a flat Earth, because then the universe does care what you feel.
Hurt your feelings. You know it's true. The Earth is concave. It's held up with the force, man. You can't keep asking what force holds up the sun. The force.
What makes
How many other forces are there?
What sticks you to the ground in the concave Earth?
You're stuck to the edges, man, like to the walls. It's like that little carnival ride.
Sorry, I'll be right back. Yes. Okay.
The carnival ride, like that spins around.
Yeah.
But if you're on the inside, then on the equator, when you're spinning, does it change than if you're partway up or at the North Pole or South Pole on the inside?
I just don't think you understand the geometry, man. Like you have to take two pies and flip them upside down, and that's like your two hemispheres, okay? That's part of the equation. I don't know how else like they could explain it. We already had papers on this.
Do you call it centrifugal force?
Yeah, that's probably the best modern word for it. I think the ancient Sumerian's too hard to pronounce.
Okay. And what?
But yeah, see, that's like the problem with the pizza pancake, like flapjack waffle, scattered, smothered, covered, chunked, capped Earth, is if you weren't on the inside and you were spinning, you'd fly off. That's what they don't get, man.
So why does the sun go down on the concave Earth?
No, man, that's just like, it's an optical illusion because of the shape of your eyeballs and the position of like where your feet are.
That's what makes it the sun. So if we stand on our head, then the sun comes up again?
Well, yeah, you just have to be on the other side.
Oh. Chris Lewis 187. I'm afraid you guys are giving real flat earthers new ideas. Yeah, I'd like some new ideas.
Yeah, I mean, they could stand to get a few ideas. I mean, once we get them to stop talking about this moon crap, like, they're over here arguing about whether we've been to the moon, and just like the moon, you believe in the moon. It's so funny to me. I used to believe in the moon.
Sorry, I'm back. I ingested some fluid earlier, or some liquid, and then I had to go get rid of it. I have no idea what that could possibly be. I don't know. Let's see, some sort of sorcery. But anyway, I'm back.
What are you drinking there, Flat Earth Punchy?
Mountain Dew.
I'm sure it is.
Yes. Okay, it's kind of like apple juice, but it's warm. It doesn't taste like apple juice, but it's good for you.
Manic Mike is a little confused. Can somebody explain it to him?
What's he confused about? I don't understand. This has been very simple. We've been very concise.
Okay, Manic Mike, we're explaining it in layman's terms so that anyone can understand. If you can't understand it, that is not my problem, and that is not her problem either. Like,
yeah, I mean, listen, I've been doing this research to concave Earth for like 18 hours. 18. Yeah.
That's a whole. That's like what 18 hours. That's like what that's like
4.5 days.
That's like 6 days, right?
Well, it's 4.5 during the summertime.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. At least we can agree on that. You see.
It's just like a unit of conversion thing. I don't know. It gets kind of technical, but we're trying to be like put it in layman's terms.
Yeah, and for me, like I try and use like metric for my years. Like, you know, I try and use like what do they call that metric? Pounds to measure distance. I'll be like, yeah, that's about 10 pounds away. Whereas you might say it's 10 kilograms away. So I understand where the confusion can lie.
Man, look, I just don't see how you can get that, like, these giant numbers from those, like, itty-bitty units. Like, you keep talking about kilofeet and, like, lanyards and...
Pounds.
Man...
Yeah, the pounds are the metric distance.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, look, if you're going to try to measure stuff to, like, the inner sun, you have to use parsecs.
Well, no, because
it's part of the second Earth. Like, you've got the inner...
A parsec is unit of time, not distance. It says in the name. Parsec.
Dude. I can't believe you just tried to play linguistic bingo with me. You even have... Look, just shake the Scrabble board off, start over, recalibrate.
No. I win at Scrabble every time, okay? That's how I know the Earth is flat. Like, I just...
No, you're such a joke. I'm going to reverse Uno card this all the way to the next season, dude.
Oh, yeah? Let's do it.
Anything that, like, scattered cap, like, pancake, flapjack, Belgian waffle Earth thing you've got coming on, I'm just going to Uno reverse card.
But don't you forget how the University of University Town back in 1978 and a half measured that Kazakhstan was actually flatter than a pancake.
Everyone knows that was a falsified, cherry-picked, harvested scientific study. Everybody knows that. It's been debunked on Fox 400 times.
No, it wasn't, Kate. They literally took a level. It was about, I think it was like 1.5 inch meters long, and they took it like that big, and they put it on the ground, and it didn't wobble back and forth, and therefore they concluded that the Earth is indeed flatter than a flappy jack.
Look, man, you can go to any Mediterranean and get a Euro gyro scopometry meter. Sorry, it's hard to pronounce. Like, I don't really speak foreign languages, but you can tell, like, that disc is spinning backwards from what it should be.
No, because the disc should be spinning, according to, everyone else, 1,000 miles an hour at the equator. And it's not spinning. It's not spinning backwards, forwards. It's not spinning not at all. It's not spinning somewhat at all. It's just not spinning. Like what you said
Man, look,
makes no sense.
There's a difference between spinning and rotating.
No, there isn't.
Well, Joey Rocha doesn't going to get that.
No, like when you tell me, the Earth is rotating on its axis, that's the exact same thing as spinning around like a child playing a game in a playground or something,
Man, look, if the pancake Earth is spinning around, where's the needle? Where's the little peg in the center that it's holding on? There's no peg. We've been to the North Pole.
What? You've never been to Needleburg, Iowa? It's literally right there. It's a tourist attraction. You can see it. And as long as it doesn't skip, you can actually hear Ozzy Osbourne played backwards saying, "The devil is my pal." And that's like another NASA thing. It's amazing how often people fall for that.
Look, man, your PayPal and your Austin or whatever, Austin PayPal, that's all well and good. But on a practical record Earth, it's not spinning, man. It's rotating. Rotate. Like rowing around, like Sharon Tate, man.
No. Everything you said was just totally wrong. When you're rowing, you aren't going around something. You're just putting some stupid wood in some stupid water, and you're moving it forward. By the way, I should also mention that's how we know rockets don't work in space, because they need something to push off of, and they don't have that. So please tell me how man went to the moon, okay? Even if you don't believe in the moon.
You keep talking about the moon like it's real, man.
No, I don't think it's real. I mean, I think it's there. I think it exists. I just don't think it's real, okay? I just don't think it's what they tell us that it is.
This is just word games. You're just trying to, like, muddy the waters, man. Like,
hey,
it's all right there. It's on Spirit Scientist channel. Watch it backwards. It's all right there. Do your own research. Watch the videos, man.
Just because your English ain't not no one as good as mine doesn't mean that, you know, that you're all of a sudden right, okay? My English might be a whole heck of a lot better, and you know that, but, you know, that's not my problem, okay?
Look, we're going to talk about ancient cultures, and they knew the shape of the earth. They knew their legends. They all knew that it was concave.
They all knew it was flat.
They all knew everything that it was important in your bodies on the inside. It's not on the outside.
No, the inside of the earth was the inside. The outside was the flat part. You know how I know? Because the earth, it rests on the bosom of the mighty deep, and that's flat. If you look at my bosom, it's flat, okay?
Man, look, you've never seen a bosom. Bosoms are round. Come on.
Well, that's what I've heard, and one day maybe I'll find out. But I'm a flat earther, so I have no idea. But that doesn't matter.
My friend has bosoms, and they're round, okay? So, again, I don't see what your point is.
No, I think that's
not relevant.
No, I think that's just NASA lies, okay?
That's the silicone fallacy.
Yeah, well, you know what? If I were to talk about other parts of the male anatomy, that'd be the phallus fallacy, okay? So, we can play word games all you want.
Oh my gosh. Oh, you guys. I think you scared away Multi-Tom-Tom. He said this. What did he say? This is the best show ever. Yep. Multi-Tom-Tom. This is the best show ever.
See, I knew I'd win him over eventually. It just takes time to come to the truth.
Oh.
No, he said this show was well, I guess he's MCDs was crap. He said this show was crap.
Oh, is
I was
that?
like, no, it's
not. I misread.
Oh crap! The best thing over. It's the same basic thing.
I'm pretty sure he meant the best thing ever. So, somebody else said this was better than all the flat Earth debates of 2019. So
this debate has had more truth in the last 30 minutes than you guys have had in the entire history of YouTube.
Yeah, and you know what, Vishanti, I don't think they can handle it. I think it was just such a shock to their systems, you know, with their personal incredulity and their.
Man, I'm trying to spread the truth of these flyers around, and you keep trying to like distract them with all this junk about waffles. Man, listen, get rid of the syrup, put it aside, stick your eggs back in the pan, and let's get on this boat back to the carnival.
I can tell for a fact that you have never been to Canada. Because that's all we do is talk about syrup, eh? And syrup goes well on pancakes and waffles. And you know who invented syrup?
The moose?
No.
Listen, man. Look, I've seen what Canadians do to their syrup.
Henry
if you had
syrup the Fourth, he invented it back in 1995.
Is so sacred. Why are you pouring it on beavers, man? You can't fool me.
Because that beaver happened to hit 2,500 subscribers. That's a very special beaver.
His mom tells him that.
I can't believe just pouring good sugar on a platypus. What are you guys doing?
Guys, I'm a flat earther. My mom tells me I'm the best looking guy on YouTube. Mom,
platypus.
Can I have chocolate chip pancakes for breakfast? Thanks, Mom. Anywho, now we're back to that.
Oh, you little platypus with your waffle earth.
Is that a platypus?
Yes.
Mm. You can make all the jokes you want. That just proves that you have nothing, you poopy pants.
Listen, I already showed you the carnival. I gave you powdered toast, man. What else do you want? How many more times do they have to spell it out for you?
I want a model. Let's have a model competition. I'll show you my model, and you can't refute it.
Model? How about top? I've got a top model competition.
If I poured water in it, it would stay. Come on, think about it. Like if you had
every shit that you need, what do? If you want to hold water, you can't put it on top of a plate. You have to put it in a cup, and cups are concave, bro.
No, if it's concave, people will be falling off the sides into the bottom. Like it just doesn't make any sense.
They're in the middle, man. They're in the middle.
Oh, you guys, she is so indoctrinated.
Dude, listen, you think that the Earth is a waffle or a flapjack and people would just go flying off of it, like if it's spinning or moving or whatever? No. No, nope. Man, we're stuck to the inside. It's like those carnival rides. I keep telling you, it's like a merry-go-round, up and down.
Wait. Well, can I ask you this then? So you're saying that the concave spins and you're on the inside, right?
Yeah, that's how we stick to the ground. No need for gravity.
So how fast does it spin at the equator?
What are you talking about? How fast does it spin at the equator? I thought you didn't do math. How would I even translate that into language you can understand? Scrabble boy.
Because math is fine when I use it as an argument. So how fast does it spin at the equator?
Well, then I don't have to answer that because it's not relevant.
Well, it is completely relevant. I want to know because if you're saying the equator spins at, 1,000 miles per hour and your hair is just blowing back, like, I want to know how that happens, okay? My head's cold now. Yeah, so, show me. Come on. Because I would love to know how you can be at the equator where it's 1,000 miles per hour. Like, come on. Because on the flat stationary Earth, it makes perfect sense. I don't feel motion. If I drop my phone, it doesn't go flying back against the wall, but according to you, it does. So tell me that.
What direction do you think down is? Down is towards the edge.
No,
why
down
would it go flying to the wall? That's just silly.
Down is towards down. Come on.
It's not to the side, bro. It's to the edge.
How does down happen again to those apples?
Okay, so what happens is, no, but that's only to apples. Everything falls down for a different reason. Like if you were to look at say at an apple, like I said before, an apple falls down because as long as it's getting near the tree, then it'll find its resting place. But if you're looking at something like say like pavement, if they're going to pave a road, well, first off, all that pavement, what was used for it, came from the ground anyway, so it'll stick to the road. And then when they put the Elmer's glue in there to keep the pavement together, it sticks together. And because it all stays down there, it just stays.
I'm just waiting. Give me a practical example that you can do and not have to think about drawing with your diagrams or little silly phone screen. Give us an actual experiment. I'm waiting.
Okay. You want to experiment? Give me a second here.
Okay. While he's doing that, I've got a practical experiment where you can test the concave Earth for yourself. You only need a friend. Even if you don't have a friend, grab a neighbor. Don't have a neighbor, grab the person at the Walmart. It's fine. You hold hands and you start turning around each other. What do? You're connected. It's all connected. You have that middle part, so you're rotating around. And what does it do? Pushes you towards your edge.
Okay, are you ready? Vishanti, are you ready?
Anybody can do that. Little kids can do that.
You want to see my experiment?
Yes.
Ready?
I want to see it.
Give us an experiment, a so-called experiment.
Damn, it's too bright. Give me a second. Hold on.
That's a phone screen. That's not an experiment.
Hold on. It's too bright. Stupid phone.
Yeah, don't grab random people at Walmart. Public service announcement.
This is an egg.
No, that's a phone screen.
Nope, that's an egg.
Can't believe. I asked for an experiment and he shows me a phone screen.
I showed you an egg. I showed you I manipulated the egg. Okay? I let go of it. I was the independent variable.
That egg is so fake.
Me letting go of it. Okay?
I have never seen a faker egg in my entire life.
Nope.
That is the fakest egg that's ever existed.
Nope.
It's fake. Look at it. On a screen, no less.
I adhered to
scientific method.
Show me how you stick to scientific method.
I'm sticking to the floor right now.
Yeah, because
Open your eyes, bro.
Method. Because of scientific method.
The scientific method makes you stick to the floor?
Yes.
No, not the scientific method. It's carousel method. It's the carousel. You're spinning around in the carnival ride. It's all connected. Up and down on the horses, man. Open your eyes.
Oh, my eyes are open. And believe me.
I'm still waiting on a real egg, man. You showed us a screen. I want to see a real egg.
Want to see a real egg?
Dick Dawson can't drink fast enough to follow the conversation.
Here. I'll show you an egg, but it's a little bit old, okay?
An old egg?
Yeah. Here. Here's an egg, but it's aged a lot and then been killed and deep fried.
Fake. Fake.
So,
can you change the density of and make it go up?
Well, yeah, I could. I could put some hot sauce on it, or whatever you want.
I'm waiting. Change the density. Tie a knot in it.
And for what, sorry?
You have to tie a knot in it.
I was telling you have to tie a knot in it. The only way to change the density, and you can't even do that.
How does one tie a knot in chicken?
See?
It helps if they're not yet fried.
Well, how else does one buy a chicken?
They do come.
Do they come before the egg?
They come unfried sometimes. Even unkilled sometimes. I don't know how you tie a knot in it still. They might.
Yeah, but if you want to buy them and they're not killed, they're genetically modified. They're modified to not be killed.
That's fine. Like I said, I already
chicken's natural state.
It doesn't matter. I already told you, okay? Like I showed you, down is down, okay? You're saying down is to the side. Explain to me how on this flat, beautiful Earth down could be to the side.
No, it's not to the side, bro. You're not sticking to the wall, man. Open your eyes. You're sticking to the floor. That's the edge. It's all connected.
Well, how about this then? What causes the horizon on a concave Earth?
What are you talking about? It's the sun going over the back of your shoulder, like when you're on the horse.
Yeah, but let's say the sun isn't there.
That's simple physics.
What causes that horizon line? Because I can easily tell you.
Oh, really? What is it on a waffle?
On a waffle? Well, on a waffle, it's actually it's a little bit closer than on a pancake. But we don't live on a waffle. That's
you can't even answer. You can't even answer. You can't even answer. You've got your waffles. You've got every little square. Why don't you say it's a square?
Here's the horizon, right? Now look, you can see it as flat. Now if I just do this, look, there's the horizon. It's hidden behind it.
Yeah, make it a square though.
Think about it. No, think about it. Think about it.
Make it a square. Turn to the side. You can't do it.
It is a square now. That's the most square thing I've ever seen.
No, that's a phone.
No, it's a square.
That's a phone. I can't believe this. We asked you for an egg. You showed us a screen. We asked you for a square. You showed us another phone. Yeah, unbelievable.
That's a square. That's a square or a cross. Look, it's a square cross. That proves a flat Earth.
That's two phones. That doesn't prove anything except for two phones.
Wow, that proves everything. It's sad that you don't
understand.
And
I'm not even there, so I don't even know if there's a real phone.
Oh, they're real phones. I can call one with the other. That'll show you.
Those could be CGI phones.
Well, they're not. How do I know that you're
phones? How do I know? I'm not there.
Well, yeah, but you're here in spirit, because that's what you wacky concave earthers believe in, right? Spirits and stuff.
I mean, you're over here saying that we stick to walls, bro, like Spider-Man. Are you kidding?
Well, I'm saying we stick to the ground because of density. But how about this? I just saw a good question in the side chat. What are the angles of a triangle with sides 1, 1, 1, and 1?
Man, you just said 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, that's a triangle.
It's not even a triangle. Are you kidding?
Yes, it is.
What is that, a rhombus triangle? Are you kidding me?
No, it's just a regular triangle. It's not a right triangle. It's not an equilateral triangle. It's an isosceles triangle, because only that has 4 sides. That's the only triangle that does. Like, you have no idea how to shape it.
You can't get those angles unless it's a rhombus triangle.
Wait, how many sides does a square have?
6.
And what are those sides?
Well, you have A side, B side, C side, D side, 1 and 2 side.
Oh, what about the inside and the outside?
Well, the inside.
You can't even calculate it because you can't think in that many dimensions.
Well, you can think in many, many dimensions.
Maybe Zappa taught Carlton the dance. Carlton, from...
Oh, yeah, from Fresh Prince. Hey, speaking of which, to every channel member, show your parachute pants.
Yeah,
Come on.
Let's get some parachute pants going. Maybe I should get a Carlton silhouette going.
Oh, that'd be cool. Okay, but anyway, back to the little test there. So you, I'm sorry, but you clearly failed my triangle test of sides 1, 1, 1, 5, 2, and 6. But I can
man, again, you're still over here trying to talk about a rhombus triangle when you should be talking about every other kind of triangle, wrong triangle, inner triangle.
No, because we all know an equilateral triangle only has 2 sides, 1 and 1, and the internal angles are
uneven laterals, man.
No, okay, this is so stupid that you have no idea what you're talking about. I'm telling you right now. No, if you go to McDonald's right now, you can get a chicken burger for $5.45. How do you not understand that?
A chicken burger, you call it that?
A McChicken burger, whatever. It's Scottish, okay? All right.
A Scottish chicken burger?
Yes. Yeah. I'm still waiting for an answer.
Sorry, man. Look. When you have to deal with the kind of people that are coming after you for spreading the truth, you have to watch your back.
Yeah, well, guess what? I do that every day. I have fear for my life every day. I fear for it so much that I refuse to work, and all I do is sit on my computer with hundreds upon hundreds of tabs open until I get kicked out of that McDonald's for loitering.
Such an amateur. So don't even have anything but fake CGI eggs and CGI phones, untied chickens.
Nope. See, what I do is I do the best kind of research. I walk into Walmart, I buy some coffee from Walmart, I make it in Walmart, then I take that coffee to McDonald's, and then I use their cream and sugar in my coffee, and then I use their Wi-Fi, and then I just look stuff up all day, and that's how I learn. Okay. You got nothing on me.
Okay. Do you record vertical video of yourself yelling?
All the time.
Look, I just don't see how you guys can deny the existence of concave Earth when you've got people like Gigantor who are way too tall to be on a flat Earth because he'd hit the dome, which doesn't exist.
Well, yeah, but think about it.
On a concave Earth.
But remember, though, the dome is a personal dome. It depends on you. Like for Gigantor, it's a different height because he's bigger. It's like when airplanes fly. That's why they don't hit the dome, because the dome changes. It's all personal. Everything is personal. There's no such thing as one sun. There are last time I checked, I think there were 79 suns or something.
Unbelievable.
No, think about it.
Indoctrination. I can't believe that you're using NCT's channel to push this agenda.
Yeah, I can only support the sweet corn agenda.
Well, I think we can all support the sweet corn agenda. Let's all agree on that.
Look at that. There's a new emoji. The Carlton emoji.
Oh, monochromatic light source. What color is the dome? It's blue, except for when it's orange. And except for when it's pink.
Yeah, and yeah. What makes it blue?
Well, the thing is, when you see it when it's blue, that's because it's sapphire, obviously, right? Now, when you see it when it's orange, that's because it's kind of a mix of a ruby and a mix of an amethyst. And then when you see it when it's pink, that's kind of like an amethyst mixed with like a diamond. So realistically, it changes composition all the time. But that's just because, why wouldn't it?
I just don't get how you can say that the dome is sad fire. Like, why isn't it happy fire? That's ridiculous.
Well, it is happy fire, when it's not blue. Because when it's blue, it's sad.
Unbelievable. Sad fire dome. Guy believes in the moon, too.
Why is the concave sky blue?
What are you talking about? It's reflecting the water.
Oh, can I say, can I interrupt your there? NA said, he gave a bunch of emojis. Thank you, NA for $6.60. $6.66. Hail Santa. All right.
Hail Santa.
Are you sure it's like Sonata?
What's that?
Sonata.
Funpa.
Oh, Sonata.
Yeah. Sonata.
I'm not. Can you spell it?
Yeah, Santa. Santa.
Santa. Oh, yes.
But yeah, absolutely. The sky's blue because it's reflecting the water. I mean, duh.
Well, but what about parts where there isn't any water? Why is it blue then?
Yeah, why is it? Yeah, in the middle of the United States where I live, there's not enough water.
You're seeing it from the other side, man. It's refraction.
Well, no, because diffraction is the angular limit resolution limitation.
A fraction is two numbers on top of each other separated by a bar. What are you talking about?
No. So diffraction is when light passes through a solid object, it recombines with itself, and then it spreads out again, and then it lights up this, and then it flashes. That's what diffraction is.
No. A fraction, man. Like, why do you not understand? There's a bar in the middle. There's one on the top. There's one on the bottom.
You say a fraction?
It's in the name. Fraction. It's in the name.
But do you say a fraction?
Yeah. You're talking about diffraction and diffraction.
No,
I'm talking about
fraction. A fraction is just a Canadian fraction. That's literally all it is.
Dude, we can't even... You're using totally different units.
Is that EH space fraction?
Yes. A fraction. It apologizes a lot. It's like, oh, I'm sorry for splitting on you, eh? All the time.
Yeah, like sometimes the sea looks green, or your lakes look kind of green or kind of blue. It depends on whether they're reflecting the opposite trees or the opposite ocean. Simple as that.
Like, I'll give you this. You make a lot more sense than a stupid globe head, but I still disagree with you.
Oh, yeah, I mean, they're totally off the mark.
They have no idea what they're talking about.
They're like, the sky's blue because it's something about light passing through, like Pink Floyd or some shit. Like, something
we all know. Yeah, we all know that if light can't scatter through the air. You can't see the air. Like, that's just stupid.
Yeah, what is it even going to go through? That's ridiculous.
Yeah, like, if you can't see...
Is refraction when you repair a broken fraction or decimal?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's exactly what it is.
It's right there. It's refraction.
Yeah, it's like one time I had a fraction in my knee there, And so I went to the doctor. I was like, Doc, my knee's busted. Can you refracture it? And he's just like, yep, absolutely. And I was like, thank you so much, my optimist. He's like, I'm not an optimist. I'm not even your optometrist. Then he told me to leave. And I wasn't allowed back. But, you know.
You should have got vaccinated, man. That would have prevented that whole thing.
Well, yeah, and see, but, you know, the man and stuff.
Crazy.
Is that
if you had just listened to the prophet Jonathan von Jovison, he told you shot through the heart. Through the heart. And where's your heart? On the inside, just like we are on the outside.
What are you talking about? I don't think you understand how the human anatomy works. My heart is right there. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, so you don't know the shape of the earth, and you don't know the human anatomy.
You've never even heard of Jonathan von Jovison?
Jonathan Makovovikin?
Did he start the concave earth movement?
No, he's a prophet, man. He was telling you you have to be shot through the heart with truth, like a vaccine. It just goes into your heart, and your heart's on the inside of your body, not the outside. It's on the inside, which is why the earth is concave. He's trying to tell you. Just read his writings, man. It's all right there.
Well, I would, but I don't know how to read.
How do we... All right. Jonathan von Vovison?
Jovison.
How do you spell that?
Jov as in vector.
Yeah.
Of the sun.
Of the sun.
Yeah, I sun. Go thy son.
Jonathan Bon Jove of the Sun. Or Jova Sun?
Jova Sun, yeah.
Well, but didn't he have that song like, you know, oh, living on a flat earth, take my hand, we'll make it our friend.
Remember when I was trying to tell you he's a prophet? He told you to take someone's hand, and that's exactly the experiment I was trying to tell you to do earlier. You take someone's hand and you rotate around them, and that is going to show you the practical experiment.
I just don't see it. I really don't.
That's okay, you're indoctrinated. Not everybody comes to the knowledge right away. I've been doing this for 18 hours. You'll get it.
Yeah, and I've been doing this for like 3 to 4 years now, so like I'm so woke, like you have no idea.
You're so woke and you can't see it.
No, you just, honestly, you need like at least 2 more hours of like flat earth research. Then you would come to the conclusion that yes, the earth is indeed flat and motionless.
You've just been indoctrinating yourself.
Nope. So how come I can go make a bowl of noodles and I can eat these noodles and they just stay in the bowl, and then when I eat them,
why don't they spin out?
They don't go against the wall or anything, right?
You keep coming back to this wall thing. We don't stick to walls, bro. We're not Spider-Man.
Well, I am actually.
Concave Earth you live on, where we're Spider-Man, we stick to walls, but I'm sticking to the ground, bro.
No, my mom said I could be whatever I wanted to be when I grew up, and I said Spider-Man, and she said I could, so I'm Spider-Man. Okay.
But I bet you can't even do what a spider can. You lay eggs.
I don't want to know the answer to that. No, please don't answer.
I already showed you my egg. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
no, you showed us on the screen. Clown.
So, yeah, monochromatic light source is wondering how many kilofeet high is the sun?
I think 10 to the power of -17.
It's inverse cylindrical law.
No, it's not the inverse law. What it is, if you have the fragment of the certain part of the Planck's constant, and then you add that to the other part of the bovine constant, and then the Higgs boson layer, and you get this many.
Flat Earth Punchy can only count to 21.
Whoa, 21. Whoa. I'm not as smart as Eric Dubé, you guys. Come on, you gotta give me time to get there.
No, listen, guys, this Walmart's about to like shut down. I'm starting to see blue lights. It's not okay. I am pretty sure that you called your little waffle police. So I'm gonna skip out of here and go take my shower head and get out of here before they try to like put their Scrabble nonsense on me.
All right. Well, you know, just keep on
Hopefully
setting
we've educated your audience on the concave Earth.
You know what, Vishanti? Just keep it flat. Keep it flat, okay?
Don't be a globy. Don't be a waffle.
Yep. Yeah, the Higgs bovine was a good point on that. Thank you very much, Concave Vishanti, and Flat Earth Punchy. It was educational for no one.
2 hours of your life will never be
found. Yeah. So I have. I'll just read this before we go, and then we're gonna say goodnight. The F in exams is the book. The question is: give the names of 2 gases that might contribute to global warming.
Farts and burps.
Did you read this already?
James and Francis.
It says bottom gas and cow burps. Or was this your answer? Was this your test?
Yeah, that was my thesis right there.
That's your Flat Earth thesis. Let's see if we can see it. Right there.
Oh my God.
That's perfect.
He had me. I thought he was going to say James and Francis, but well, I guess I was way off on that one.
Oh, super. Well, thank you, everybody. If you made it this far, I'm very sorry.
Yeah, if we hurt your heads, I do apologize sincerely.
Also, one person did contribute to my PayPal fund, so thank you very much.
Are you serious?
Thank you, that person.
I'm going to take that and use it to spread the truth.
That's funny. That was full. So there we go.
Yet another proof for the concave Earth, the liquid's on the inside.
Of course. So, all right. Thanks a lot, everybody. If you liked it, like and subscribe. If you didn't like it, don't like it and subscribe anyway. And or say something about it. Say how woke you are. Thanks a lot for coming. It was funny. It was fun. But we gotta go. You don't have to go home. But you can't stay here. Bye.
You can stay here. You just can't watch it live.
Oh sure, yeah. But I was gonna end it with that, man. No, I can't. Oh, all right. Bye, everybody.
Yeah.